agreement that aims to stem the flow of asylum seekers at the country's unofficial border crossings. Also at townhall.com, the U.S. has retaliated after a suspected Iranian-made drone killed a U.S. contractor, also wounding 5 American troops and another contractor in northeast Syria. U.S. airstrikes in Syria have killed at least 4 believed affiliated with Iran's Revolutionary Guard. A federal appeals court has blocked President Biden's order that federal employees get vaccinated against COVID-19. Correspondent Ken Lorman with details.
The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans rejected arguments that Mr. Biden, as the nation's chief executive, has the same authority as the CEO of a private corporation to require that employees be vaccinated. The ruling from the full appeals court, 16 judges at the time, reversed an earlier ruling by a 3-judge appellate panel that had upheld the vaccination requirement. Ken Lorman reporting.
Stocks wavering on Wall Street coming amid worries about banks on both sides of the Atlantic. The Dow ahead 78 points, but the Nasdaq is down 1. More at townhall.com.
This Easter season, join world-renowned tenor Andrea Bocelli for an unforgettable journey of hope, beauty, and music. Experience musical performances from Michael W. Smith, Tori Kelly, Taya, and Torrin Wells across the awe-inspiring Italian countryside. The Journey, a music special from Andrea Bocelli, brings you face-to-face with the moments in life that define us, the music that moves us, and the relationships that matter most. The Journey, a music special from Andrea Bocelli, in theaters April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Find out more at thejourney.movie. That's thejourney.movie.
This is Dennis Prager. If God saved the Jews in Egypt, why didn't he save the Jews in Europe? Was there really an Exodus? My new book answers these and other questions. It's called The Rational Passover Haggadah. When you purchase The Rational Passover Haggadah, we are including 2 of my most listened to lectures for free. The 10 Commandments and Why Did God Take the Jews Out of Egypt? Get your autographed copy of The Rational Passover Haggadah at PragerStore.com or click the banner at DennisPrager.com.
Another night of violent protests throughout France against reforms to the pension system.
The situation is far, far tenser than it was a week ago. As everyone had warned, the upshot is that at the end of these demonstrations, of which there were many yesterday, bringing out 1 million or so on the streets, there were many places these pockets of determined rioters who wanted to take on police started smashing, burning, setting fire to the door of the town hall in Bordeaux, for example, attacking a police station in Lorient. And there is now, among the protesters, among the violent edge of the protesters, a sense of justification.
BBC correspondent Hugh Schofield. 4 passenger buses and a truck colliding near Hong Kong road tunnel at 87 people injured. And Hong Kong firefighters investigating the cause of a blaze that broke out at a warehouse and forced 3,600 people to evacuate. Breaking news at townhall.com. Utah taking aim at social media access for teens.
Utah has become the first state to sign into law legislation that attempts to limit teenagers' access to social media sites. Republican Governor Spencer Cox signed a pair of measures that aim to limit when and where children can use social media and stop companies from luring kids to their sites. The law requires companies to give parents access to their children's accounts, puts a curfew on social media use from 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., as well as age verification for all Utah residents who want to use social media. Other states, such as Arkansas, Texas, Ohio, and Louisiana, have similar bills in the works. Utah's law will take effect March 2024, and court challenges are expected. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Another check on Wall Street. The Dow is ahead 45 points, but the Nasdaq is down 8. More on these stories at townhall.com.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Are you looking to move up in your career, change career paths, or maybe even thinking about finishing that degree you started? Jackson State Community College is here to help you greenlight your career. If you're 23 and older, you may qualify to go to college tuition-free through Tennessee Reconnect. Yes, you heard that right. Tuition-free at Jackson State. Whether you're earning your degree for the first time to advance your career or finishing a degree you already started, Jackson State Community College is here to greenlight your career. It's time to take the next step in earning your degree. Learn how at jscc.edu/reconnect.
What's better than 20% over invoice, or 15% over invoice, or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford, in partnership with Ford Motor Company, is accepting new orders at invoice. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details, and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing
They
details.
say consistency is the key to success. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently refreshing and light? Michelob Ultra, only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
When you need a heart expert, you need an expert with heart. Corbin Cardiology is dedicated to providing the highest quality cardiovascular care in West Tennessee. At Corbin Cardiology, our patient-centered approach, along with a full array of diagnostic imaging services, sets us apart from other cardiovascular clinics. Corbin Cardiology has clinics in Bartlett, Dyersburg, Lexington, and the newest location is now open in Jackson at 58 Murray Guard Drive. To schedule an appointment in office or by telemedicine, visit CorbinCardiology.com
or call 731-513-5701.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
Good Friday afternoon, and welcome to Bourbon and Barley's. See that I could have rebuilt the entire engine, but I checked to make sure we had some gasoline first.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm trying to tell you that we didn't have any. I was talking, and you couldn't hear me, and I thought, okay, something terribly has gone wrong electronically. But I thought, let me first check and make sure that I turned the electrical strip on, and I looked down at it, and it was off.
Well, there you go. You're brilliant.
That's what I was fishing for.
You had to turn on the switch.
To the on position.
That's hysterical.
Good Friday afternoon. My name's Dan Reese, along with Gina Langley. Hi, Gina.
Hey, Danny.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm great because I'm sitting in Bourbon and Barley, so I'm not wandering around outside.
Well, I'm glad you're not, because it's when I met you, you were. I said, what's she doing? And Logan said, she's just wandering around outside. Logan, how you doing?
I'm awesome. How are y'all doing today?
Tremendous. We're live at Bourbon and Barley's. We're on Union University Drive, right across the street from Union University. The Starbucks that sits in the front yard of Union University. That's where we are. Larry Newman is producing and directing, and we've got a lot to tell you about what's happening here at Bourbon and Barley's. We also have an eye to the sky. We'll break it down country style for you. Go inside the numbers here in just a moment and let you know the latest and the severe weather risk, because, Gina, it's on everyone's mind.
It is tonight. It is, and that's what I was thankful for, being inside, not outside.
I know.
You're just being mean to me. I cannot believe you did not order for me. You ordered for yourself. Logan, he orders for himself, and I'm sitting here going, are we splitting this entree? No, he didn't even think about me.
Logan?
Yes, sir.
He said, I ain't getting involved with it. He said, I'm in it, and I ain't in it. No, I was looking for you, Gina.
You were not.
Okay, I said, I've got to set all this up. I've got to get our banners up, and what's the waitress's name?
Tina is taking care of y'all.
Tina's
today,
awesome.
yeah.
And Tina was saying, Tina said, you need to eat something. I said, well, I haven't eaten anything all day, and I was kind of waiting on Gina. I don't want to order for her with her not being here. She said, you need to go ahead and order.
Blame the server.
And we'll take care of
That's
Gina.
what he's doing. He's blaming the server.
No, I'm telling you what
That is
happened.
Shameful, Dan Raves.
Well, no,
Shameful.
here's the good news. They're not out of food with that.
You had plenty of time to order food for you, and the food here is gorgeous. I think I'm looking at this. What is it? The crab and lobster artesian pizza.
Oh, jeez. Let's try that.
I think I need that.
Okay, so
let me
Logan's
hand you your
here.
dinner, sweetheart.
Please.
Let me go ahead and hand you
Gina,
dinner.
thank you
as
so
I'm
Gina's-
salivate as it goes by.
Gina
'cause I'm
has
starving.
Gina's actually cooked dinner for me a few times over Gina and John's. We had a great Christmas, didn't we, Gina?
We did. We did.
That was, and because when I met Gina and John, there was about 30 people there at the family Christmas this year that were not even on Earth back when I met them. They have made a huge family.
Massive family.
Yeah.
And
What'd you think about that?
Oh my gosh, you know how I feel about my family and my
Yeah, but
friends that are family.
But stop beating yourself up about it, Gina.
That's my joy, my happiness. It's just it means everything to me.
They're a wonderful family.
It is. We're beyond blessed.
Yeah.
Just so fortunate.
Well, so, Logan, as we head into the second round of the Sweet 16, Tennessee, that was
What
not
happened
a
with
good.
that, Dan?
They lost.
That's what I heard.
And
To who?
Florida Atlantic.
Who's that?
It's Florida Atlantic.
But I mean, who? I've never heard of them. Small school.
Yeah, it's a very small school, and it was an upset. Well, it was not a major upset. I mean, Florida Atlantic had beat Memphis. That's not that. They were a number 9 seed.
Right.
Florida Atlantic. Memphis was an 8 seed. You get that 8-9 seed in the tournament, you're gonna have a tough game right out of the gate. Then the chances are you're gonna play the number 1 seed in that region. But they'd been knocked out already by, well, truly, David versus Goliath. Who was it? Fairleigh Dickinson or some, a school even smaller than Florida Atlantic beat the number 1 seed Purdue. And that opened up the bracket. And you're like, this is the year for Tennessee to go to the Final Four because the number 1 seed is out. And then you're lined up against Florida Atlantic. But Tennessee had lost their point guard. about a month ago. So had he been there, Tennessee would still be rolling on.
Right.
But he was not. That's the way it goes. So TVs,
So, let me ask you
21
this.
TVs here. It's at Bourbon and Barley's. Yes, Gina.
So everybody's bracket in the whole country is busted, pretty much.
Not pretty much. No one's
No
bracket
one?
is
Okay.
perfect. No.
Yeah. I know no one's here is perfect. I know that for sure.
Yeah, nobody.
There were lots of upset faces.
Yeah, it's that the brackets went away opening day.
Yeah, the first game.
Yeah, sure. Nobody picked Fairleigh Dickinson or whatever it is to knock off Purdue. Nobody predicted that.
So who's playing tonight?
Well, several games tonight. We'll run down for you. Villanova and Miami playing right now the women's tournament. We'll break out the brackets and get those updated for you as well tonight. And the NCAAs and the men will take center stage here in just a couple of hours. And you can watch it and watch all weekend long into the Elite Eight right here at Bourbon and Barley's. So, Logan, what do you suggest here for dinner as you come out and get settled in at Bourbon and Barley's? What's happening tonight?
Well, tonight, of course, we're going to have happy hour rolling on till 6. That's my well drinks are doubles for the single price. And then we've also got, of course, local beer specials. So anything from Hub City is on special, as well as your typical domestics. Those are going to run you a little bit of a cheaper price till 6 o'clock. But after that, it's going to be pretty much standard. We haven't really decided on whether, but we do have the beer buckets going. So you will be able to get domestic beer in the bottle by the 6-pack for about $15. And that's still kind of a steal for a restaurant.
Yeah.
And we've been selling a lot of them.
Y'all too good to us, but don't stop.
Yeah, your dinner looks wonderful, Dan.
I was about to say,
so
and
hungry.
Dan picked one of the best sellers.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is that
That
entree?
is the Bourbon and Barley grilled chicken. 2 of those chicken
Barbecue.
breasts. Yeah, it's got barbecue sauce, bacon jam, cheese.
I'm literally salivating.
I know.
Here you go.
I sat and saw it, and I'm like,
have
oh
a
no.
You get the first one. So, Logan, it's Bourbon and Barley barbecue chicken. Well, Gina, what do you think? Well, we'll wait just a minute. Chew it slow. Don't hurry, because just enjoy it. It's
Wipe her mouth
fantastic.
off.
Hey, Larry, while Gina is wiping her mouth off, what's the latest? I know we've got several weather warnings, and you can alert us if we have the EAS going off. As Larry Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Reeves.
What about it, man? What's the latest? Several different watches. Any current warnings? What's happening weather-wise, big guy?
Well, it's not expected until later tonight. We do have some rain coming in. Should be in about 6. But I don't think it's going to be bad. There's no current warnings up that I see. But tonight...
All right, we'll get...
Tonight... They're calling for severe storms. So we'll see. 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts, up to 45 miles an hour. So.
All right, Larry, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll get some more detail here in just a moment. All right, Gina, what'd you think?
That is wonderful. There's cheese on top, and then there's bacon. Is that right?
Mm-hmm, the
And
bacon jam.
So it's the bacon jam. So it's like a savory and a sweet sauce, and then right into that moist chicken breast. It is to die for. Over the top fabulous. Over the top fabulous. Bourbon.
It sure is. I don't even know who comes up with it. It's just.
Doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter because it sells. It sells and people love it.
That is
so
fantastic.
I can't be mad at it.
That's fantastic, Gina.
I like our tagline we came up with. Bourbon and Barley's, where Jackson loves to lunch.
That's all you. And it rings true.
It's true.
This is delicious.
Because it's, she said, you can go off the lunch menu if you'd like. I said, well, wait a minute, it's almost 3 o'clock. And then as I know the lunch specials during the week, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so you can have an early lunch, you could have a traditional lunch, or you can have a late lunch or an early dinner, whatever you like here, because that runs 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the weather, and we'll continue our conversation with Logan. We'll open up the phone lines. Larry is in the Gene Langley Ford studio. It's climate control there as well. And we'll check with Larry as Gene Langley Ford is at 3500 Easton Drive in Humboldt. Family owned and operated. John and Jean Richard, Sarah Beth are all right there at 3500 Easton Drive. You can shop online 24/7 at GeneLangleyFord.com. Build a vehicle from the ground up. Secure financing, even set service visits. GeneLangleyFord.com. We'll be back in just a moment live at Bourbon and Barley's, getting set for some NCAA, the big dance here, and having a great dinner and a Moscow Mule. What'd you get, Gina?
I have a Moscow Mule. I haven't gotten my dinner yet, Dan. You didn't order
I don't
for
work
me.
here.
You ordered for yourself. No, you ordered for yourself.
Well, who else was going to do it? I was like, is somebody going to order for
okay,
me?
you know what? We'll talk about this off the air. You know I'm teasing you.
Do you want some?
No, I'm just waiting for my pizza.
Knock it off! We'll be right back. Stay right there.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Precision Auto Body strives to provide you with excellent customer care. Precision Auto Body will gladly handle your insurance work. Get a free quote by logging on to precisionautobodytn.com. A lifetime warranty on any auto body or paint work. Precision Auto Body. Visit our location nearest you in Milan, Martin, or Dyersburg. PrecisionAutobodyTN.com.
If you're in business, you know just how important each call is. You don't have time for phone or internet downtime. Your business needs a reliable communications partner 24/7. You need Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data provides telephone service to emergency service facilities all over West Tennessee and beyond. For your business, we don't just provide a phone line. We provide a lifeline. Lifeline Voice and Data.
96.5 FM. home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Bourbon and Barley's. Dan Reeves, Gino Langley, and Logan, is the ordered a salad with ranch. Is that homemade ranch?
It sure is.
I told Gino, I said, man, this is the best ranch I've ever had.
It sure is, and we make it by like the 10-gallon bucket load, so.
It's delicious.
Can I order a bucket to go? Hey, Logan, that is fantastic, man.
Isn't it great? I wish I knew how to make it.
Is it a secret?
I don't know if it's a super secret, but it's definitely a secret I don't know yet.
Fair enough.
Now, how many TVs we talking? 21? Is that what
I
that
feel
number
like
is?
that's
24?
correct. 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
No, wait, because we're watching golf, we're watching basketball, and we're watching golf and basketball, different basketball games.
Yeah.
And the NCAA men crank up here in just a bit. We're going to run down the
21.
updated bracket here in just a moment. But right now, Miami and Villanova, women 59-58. Miami over Villanova with 6 minutes remaining. And I think they're in the third quarter. Yes, they're in the fourth quarter. A classic game going down in the women's NCAA. Tennessee, the women are still alive, and you can listen to them this weekend here on News Talk 96.5 FM. As gets set for the weekend, I don't know about you, Gina, but I'm looking forward. Sunday's going to be, pardon me, sunny and about 72 degrees.
It's supposed to be pretty tomorrow, too, isn't it? I think so. I think
it
this
is.
is just going to blow through and kind of hopefully go on out of the region.
Yeah, it'll blow through, and if it's like the last one, I'll get a new trampoline. We'll end up in my backyard. And then, so it's, geez, how about you, Larry? Did you get anything new the last kind of Hurricane Katrina that came through a couple weeks ago?
Well, we do have a moderate wind advisory for several counties. Benton, Carroll, Chester, Crockett, Decatur, Dyer, Fayette, Gibson, Hardeman.
Another way to say that is for all of West Tennessee.
Well, and if I'd said that, you'd have said
3-hour show.
You should have named all of them.
Did you get anything? Yeah, no. Did you get anything new the last storm that came through?
No,
Larry.
No.
Okay. So we've got 7 different advisories right now, or warnings. So we'll run those down for you. A flood warning, that's going on until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is essentially for all of West Tennessee. The wind advisory, now that's what Larry was. We'd have been here for a while. That's a lot of counties. And the wind advisory
all those counties.
kicked it. Yeah, I know. That's why I say if you're in the listening area, if you're not, then they won't hear it. So, that's just another way of looking at it.
No, you're perfectly correct.
Larry's all about detail. That's why I love the man like I do.
I do too. He's precious.
He is.
Don't you be mean to him. I mean it.
I was
too late.
Logan, did you?
See, you hurt his feelings.
Larry, stop playing the victim for crying out loud. Don't encourage him.
I'm sorry he behaves that way. I'll talk to him later.
Hey, Larry,
okay?
why do you get hurt before you start crying, okay?
I'm a victim of
It's a preemptive strike.
Larry,
turn back in around.
Aren't we all, right?
Tune in tomorrow morning. He'll still be going. And also it includes Chickasaw County. Flood warning. That's going that's going on right now. We had to preempt the Final Four. It's a lightning alert as well.
It's really dark over your left shoulder.
Yeah, Larry, I tell you.
Really, it's not. I see lightning through Union University from where we're sitting.
Oh. And I'm even looking that way, and I haven't seen lightning yet.
I just saw it.
Well, wait. If lightning
there's
will
more.
strike.
There's more.
It's but wait, there's more. Yeah, the sky is looking all festered and infected back that way. I mean, doesn't it really
Something
looks like
wicked this way comes.
Yeah.
Very ominous in that corner, for sure.
Well said, sir. It's severe storm risk. Larry, yes, sir. Is there another county been at it?
No, we're not. We're going to get some rain at 4, about a 30% chance. But the rain will start from 7
Sorry,
p.m.
Larry, the
and
Moscow Mule's got a kick.
I love my job.
Well, Larry, would you just say to hell with it? But hello, Larry. I'm sorry, man. We are overtired, and Larry's the adult in the room, and this is what happens. The adult is now upset with the kids. I'm sorry, Larry.
No, you're
Now,
fine.
what were you saying? There's a 30% chance of rain at 4 o'clock.
Right. So
Do you know which counties that's?
all of West Tennessee.
No, that's well done, sir.
Bravo, Larry.
That's well done, Larry.
But
Did you put the cats up before you? What?
No, I've got the one in. The other 2 are outside in the shed.
Okay, well, somebody may get a new kitty.
Don't say that, Danny.
No, I'm just saying, if you
Don't
do they
say
have tags?
that.
Do they have tags, collars?
No.
Jeez, what a parent you are. There's so much for a parent of the year for you when it comes to cat. No,
I bet Susie and Freddie have tags, don't they?
Johnny, we just got this text in on the advanced rehab. Yeah, they do. In fact, Freddie, Susie, if you're listening, get in the house. From the Advanced Rehab and Medical text line.
What does it say?
This says, Dear Dan, now that's funny. Quotes, all of West Tennessee. Close quote, Larry Newman. Signed Johnny Chandler. Johnny, you better get by here. I'm mad at Johnny.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I ripped into Jeremy's, his brother stopped by to say hello yesterday, and I ripped into him. It had nothing to do with Jeremy. It had everything to do with Johnny. It's closest I could get to Johnny is to rip into his brother.
Well, that was mature.
I didn't say it was mature. But Johnny
What a
texted
great way to
today.
handle that. Go ahead, sorry.
Johnny says, STFU. Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Johnny,
we
that's
can't
not
say
a.
that on the
That's
air.
not. That's just an acronym. Could be
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
So, Johnny, has Johnny been here?
I don't know.
Johnny, come on by to Bourbon and Barley's.
Come get on
I'd like
the
to
air.
buy you a that salad is actually that's a wedge salad, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you prefer? Because some people order specifically like a wedge salad. What's the difference?
So what we do a little differently is
This is
a
really
traditional
fresh.
wedge is typically made with blue cheese dressing and blue cheese crumbles and bacon. We kind of did our own version of that with like a typical house salad with tomatoes, cucumbers, eggs, bacon, cheese, and then of course you can choose dressings, ranch, blue cheese, honey mustard. We've also got hot honey and balsamic, and then wasabi vinaigrette. That's my favorite.
That sounds
Spicy
wonderful.
stuff.
Can I try
my
that?
God, we need to try that.
Do y'all make that here?
Yes, sir.
Is it? It's
Oh,
homemade?
waitress.
No, server, please.
Can we get some wasabi vinaigrette on the side?
He's salivating as he is asking you. It's kind of
That
embarrassing.
sounds good, doesn't
He
it?
doesn't get out a whole lot.
I don't. But when I get out, I usually get hit all of West Tennessee. It's like, I don't go county to county. She has no idea what we're talking
No,
about.
she just walked away politely. She's like, they've lost their ever-loving minds.
Larry's
she
in there.
expects it from me.
Oh, my word, y'all. That was
Larry's in there.
hysterical.
He's biting nails in half. Said, "It's son of a."
I had to take my headphone off for a minute. I really started laughing real hard.
Hey, Larry, what was it like on your end last night with the Jackson mayoral debate? What'd you think?
I thought it was great. I mean, everybody was on point. I did have to congratulate Melissa when she told you
Yes.
that your glasses were around your neck.
Oh.
That's enough from Larry.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
thank you, Larry. That's
And when the alarm went off when he was emceeing the show.
Yeah.
I was looking for my
No.
glasses while Larry
Those-
looked. See
those-
this?
You know what it was?
Those were just
The universe
small
said-
things that made it professional.
Perfect.
Yeah, but small
Bad.
things add up, Larry.
Nah.
Small things
You're
add
right,
up.
Larry.
Small
think-
things add up, Larry. And when small things start adding up, that's when people get knocked out. That's all I'm saying.
He always
Yeah.
goes to violence immediately. You know what I mean, Larry? I don't get that. What's
thank
wrong
I
with
know.
you?
No, Larry, that was funny, Larry. It was. I bet you got a kick out of that.
I did.
That's what. And then my alarm clock went off, Logan, on my phone because I was timing the. I was not moderating, but emceeing. Chuck Walker, Julie Holt, and Gabe Hart were moderating. Chuck and Julie, as you know, do a show together. Walker talks, and sometimes Julie. And so and then Gabe has got a new podcast coming out, and he writes for us as well. Very talented. The three moderators, and so I forgot what I was going to get to, but those three. Oh yeah, back to
your
the
alarm going
clock.
off?
Yeah, it's. So I was on stage next to the candidates, emceeing. Some may call it refereeing, but it really didn't come down to that. But
It went well.
It went well. They were all well behaved.
Well, good.
Which, it was a little disappointing in looking for a Jerry Springer moment. But no,
This always play well,
No,
on
actually-
television and radio.
Logan, you'd have been proud last night of the city of Jackson.
We were.
Big crowd showed up, and people were really. I mean, I looked at Jimmy Eldridge.
Yeah.
And he was watching the debates like I watch football. I mean, he was
A lot
paying
of people
attention to
were,
everything.
yeah.
Former Mayor Jimmy Harris and his lovely little wife Bonnie were there, and they wanted to hear what the candidates had to say. I tell you, Scott Conger continues to mature, and I said this earlier. I think that's a guy that's very comfortable with who he is.
He's got a very good barber, too.
Yeah, the mayor with the good hair.
Then, Ray Condry. Ray Condry, I thought, did a good job.
He did
Dr.
a very
Jerry
good
Woods,
job.
a very nice
yes,
man.
very good job.
Lisa Lyons-Williams, I believe, and Daryl Hubbard.
Yep.
Daryl started lobbing baseless accusations at one point.
Yes, and it got tense.
And
It
said-
did, Logan.
he
Tense.
said- well, I mean, it's and Daryl. Daryl's been a friend for a long, long time, but said they finding $100,000 on the desk. And I'm like, seriously, dude. And he pivoted into, we got to do something about these green garbage cans, for God's sake.
I mean, can I get at least another one, maybe?
No, it was the color that
didn't
bothered
like the color?
Daryl.
Oh, it was the color, not
Yeah.
even
The
fact
color
that
green.
They took away. You could have multiple, and now you can only have one.
Yeah.
You can't put it. You can't do as much with your trash now.
What I wanted to ask Daryl, but I didn't because of the rules. If I'd had the rebuttal, I'd have said, what color would you like it to be? Just out of curiosity.
Purple.
How about
what's in the
red?
color?
Would you like it to be red? It's
Is it the shade of green? Would you prefer a neon?
yeah. I wish I would have asked him, but I thought no. I would ask him.
Do you want some pizza? It's really good.
Oh, Gina, if I'm conscious, just assume I want some pizza. That looks really good.
It's really good.
What is
It's crab and lobster pizza.
Crab and lobster pizza.
Literally.
Crab and lobster pizza. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you guys have some unique items on the menu.
We do. We have your standards, and then we have some things that we take your standards and elevate them to a level you didn't think you needed, but now you do.
That was my old job. In multiple counties. Too many to name.
I see a theme happening here.
That's what usually happens.
Yep, that's how it starts.
Larry said, I ain't going
It
to say
is.
anything. I barely say something. They grab a hold of it, and the whole show turns into it.
Oh, my God.
Johnny Chandler got in on the act, started kicking Larry. But no, Larry, you've met Larry Newman. He's a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the first shows he hovered above us, Frozen.
Oh, that's right. And we wouldn't fix it because that was just too good.
I agree. I remember that logo.
Yeah, man.
It was like a big Larry head frozen, though. Remember?
Yep.
Jolly green giant over
Oh
there.
my God, that's hysterical.
Okay. Is-
my favorite. Uh-oh, Logan's got company all of a sudden. Uh-oh.
Huh? Okay. You're under the radar. I thought you were worried.
No.
It's good to see you. Yeah. Hey, listen. Did you know that there's a severe weather outlook for Gibson, Carroll,
Make
Henderson?
him stop.
If you got to go, it's Lauderdale, Hardin,
Chickasaw,
and to Scumby or whatever in Mississippi. Or I could say, that's not a county, big guy. Or I could say all of our listening area, all of West Tennessee. How are you doing?
I had no idea, Dan. Thank you for letting me know.
If you got a minute, there's some more counties.
There's a whole bunch more counties if you got about an hour and a half.
Well, Tiscumba's going to be upset, but... Did you mean Tishomingo or what?
That's Tishomingo.
Okay.
That's it. Are you from Mississippi?
No, sir, but, it's not far.
She said, no, there's some things you should pick up on by simply being alive.
Common knowledge,
Well, there's no you in Tishomingo.
Oh, no, you hadn't been down there with me. And I've not even touched that Moscow Mule.
Well, you should. It's probably delicious.
It is.
I love mine. You know what? And it comes in a cup.
Well, Carrie makes a heck of a drink.
Why? Who made this?
Carrie.
Oh, Carrie made it. Oh, yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Tell her Gina
Hey
Lovely
there.
is here. She needs to come get on the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Carrie, tell her. She and I are buddies. The bartender, Carrie.
Why are Moscow Mules served in copper cups?
Marketing.
Very good answer.
I didn't think of that.
Good answer.
I didn't think of
They
that.
taste the same in glass.
They had me fooled.
They're awfully pretty.
It looks fancy.
They're pretty.
That is, maybe it is marketing.
All right, Dan. Well, I got to go to work at Mulligan's, so... See you later. Love you.
Well, that was pretty. That was a dive bombing right there.
No, it's not.
It's great to see y'all. I gotta go. No, you know we love Mary and Mulligan's, and you
can
know
love this
absolutely,
at Mulligan's. It's fine.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, they're like family over there too. Hey, I've seen that. Locally owned businesses, man. They circle the wagons together. I mean, it's competition,
We have
but
to.
they
We're a small
yes,
breed.
absolutely.
Maybe a purebred, if you will.
Well, some are not. Some it's.
What is going on here? There's like something. I guess y'all have met previously.
I've just met her. She was walking around outside. It's the same way I met you.
Solid connection.
Wandering around outside, yeah.
No, it's at Mulligan's. It's many times. Yeah, I
feel like he'd like a Cluckenberger. I don't know, though. All right.
Okay,
Dan,
you got a lot of personality. You've been holding back on me. That
I
was funny.
Working, so. But also, finish listing off those counties for the public, please, and I'm going to go to work. Y'all have a good night.
That's
Thank you very
funny.
much.
It's good to see you. I hope you have a great night. Dear, if we need to tell you about to get in a storm shelter, we will. But we're gonna. And here comes the rain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Here comes the rain.
Almost missed it.
Here
Now you've
comes
got
the
on
rain
radio.
again. Raining on my head like a memory. Raining on my head like a
New emotion.
That's it. Can you pick it up there, Logan?
I think so. I kind of missed what was just said because I was saying bye to Vincent because I adore her.
Here comes the rain again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's raining.
pouring.
It's
It's
pouring.
pouring down rain.
Larry, it's here comes the rain. It's like Hurricane Katrina out
But
there. I
it's
got to
pouring.
tell you, be safe, folks, because Larry, keep an eye on the phone, please. Put it somewhere where you can see it. I called like 77 times last night, and I have listeners say, we call all the time. Y'all don't answer the phone. I'm like, who's in there? Larry. What are you doing, playing solitaire? It's
He probably is.
It's a good game. Could be. But, Larry, what are your cats? I'm surprised. You're a good cat daddy. I know that. He loves his pets.
I think he's mad at you for being so ugly.
No,
earlier.
I'm
I
here.
wasn't being. It's a program.
Larry
It's just
said,
a program.
"No, I'm here."
No, yeah, I'm here.
Hey, I'm here.
Where do they go in this type of weather?
Well, the black one stays in the house, and the other two that are outdoor cats, there's a shed out there that they get in. It's got doors on it and shelves, so they get up there. They're fine.
Oh, I mean,
oh my
I'm
word!
going to hear that. That's some heavy raindrops. So, Larry, is the EAS going off? If it goes off, will you alert us, please?
Yeah, we're sitting in front of a bank of windows, Larry. Please.
I will.
Are those bulletproof?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
No, I tell you, Logan, the makeover here is remarkable. Now, and what would be the east side of the building is all windows, which, I mean, from top to bottom. What about the patio? Is it going to be open when the weather cooperates? I don't want a table out there right now, but
right. You might get just a little wet out there right now. But the plan is to have 5 tables out there, and we're going to add a fire pit in that little peninsula area.
Cool.
And we'll have more TVs out there. So,
and that's cool.
It is cool. That private room right there. That's pretty dope
it
too.
Is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is dope.
That'd be a nice place to
As
have
the
a
kids say,
gathering.
dope.
That's dope. Well, we'll take a quick time out and come back, and we got some. We'll get you up to date on the latest weather warning. But on the way to the timeout, I'll tell you we're live at Bourbon and Barley's, and the website, Logan, is
the website. Oh Lord,
bourbonandbarleys.com would be my guess. But
it actually might not be.
While we talk about that, while we wait on this, I say this to say that, or does it go, I say that to say this? Either way, the update on the weather is, because it is, as they were saying during COVID, it's a fluid situation because it's always changing.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody talks about the weather. Nobody ever does anything about it. Wind advisory until 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Lightning alert right now here in North Jackson. We expect severe storm risk all the way through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's when it all clears out. There's also a pollen alert. I mean, we've got a lot to talk about when we come back here at Bourbon and Barley's. You stay right there. Dan Reeves, Gina Langley, and Logan from Bourbon and Barley's. We're here. We're on Union University Drive, right across the street from Union University. And we'll take your phone calls when we come back as well at 731-265-6496. Brought to you by CWA Development. Stay right there.
Did you know we are a co-op? Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton at Deaton's Carpet One. Yes, we're locally owned and 1,000 stores strong nationwide. In 1985, Deaton's united with another independent business just like us to gain buying power and added value, to give you a shopping experience that you will just love. As a family business supported by Carpet One membership, we are dedicated to our local community, and yes, we're dedicated to helping others. So ask about our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. And our healthy living installation that removes mold, mildew, and dust mites. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything that we install. Those 3 guarantees make your buying experience almost priceless. Deaton's Carpet One. Yes, we're a co-op. North America's largest flooring buying co-op. So come by Deaton's Carpet One. We'd love to serve you. We're located on the 45 bypass right here in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster. Perfect for the bowl game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
When you need a heart expert, you need an expert with heart. Corbin Cardiology is dedicated to providing the highest quality cardiovascular care in West Tennessee. At Corbin Cardiology, our patient-centered approach, along with a full array of diagnostic imaging services, sets us apart from other cardiovascular clinics. Corbin Cardiology has clinics in Bartlett, Dyersburg, Lexington, and the newest location is now open in Jackson at 58 Murray Guard Drive. To schedule an appointment in office or by telemedicine, visit CorbinCardiology.com
or call 731-513-5701.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit NewsTalkWTN.com. Then click to download.
Is in the house and ain't no doubt.
Hello.
Smoke 'em. Oh, no. Smoke them if you got them.
Is she gonna get out of the car?
She's driving that Cadillac Escalade. That's a bad boy right there, that sled. Black on black, I bet you.
Mm-hmm.
She was great last night.
She was.
Well, of course she was. I saw on Facebook today her iconic facial expressions that they shared.
She was outstanding.
I love that about her, man.
Outstanding.
I know.
Her look screams, I don't take any blank.
Nope,
off
none
any
of
of you.
Not having it.
Oh,
There she is.
let me get her.
Hi, neighbor.
She can have mine.
No, I'm gonna get her one.
Okay.
Do you know how many counties are affected in this?
It's about 3 paragraphs long.
Do you have a minute? Or you could say our listing area.
He's
I'm
being
kidding.
hateful to Larry. Is what's going on?
No,
Julie.
I'm not. Julie Holt, who was one of the moderators last night, we were talking about it earlier, and Julie did that on short notice. Is Dr. Mark Fowler. You see, don't take those off while we're on the air because that mic's hot. You don't remember me talking about that?
No.
But
Sorry.
it's because it's now, Logan. That time you witnessed it with your headsets on. Tell Gina that sounds like Hurricane Katrina or something coming through.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
You don't know that because you don't have the ears on.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to make too big a deal about it.
Well,
It's not like
it
wasn't like you were trying to name off 97 counties.
Well, he admonished me on air the other day for doing the weather backwards.
That's Larry's job, though. Because I'm trying to keep you out of a lawsuit. The only man I've ever known who ran the weather out one day in reverse.
He said you're supposed to do what? The high temperature first and then the low temperature? It's like rattling off the losing team's score first.
Yeah, it's like saying final score is Villanova 65 and Miami 70. Hey, Julie.
Does it matter?
I didn't know there was a way.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie. See, I told you.
I typically like bad news first.
It just made sense to me. Like, this is where we start, and then it gets really good. You know, so it kind of end on a high note. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get in trouble for my Diet Coke all the time, and like apparently my straw made too much noise today on the show.
Oh, okay.
You know, I heard that.
Shame on me.
I heard that. It was the message
I've never even
boards.
done that.
The message boards lit up, and I was like, "What the hell?" I guarantee it's got something to do with a stinking Diet Coke, and it was the straw.
It's me.
It was made national headlines. I read about it in several counties.
He used to joke about anger management stuff, Danny did, and I thought he was just kind of kidding, you know? But, I mean, I really think that it's a life examined is a life well lived, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about. How deep into that Moscow Mule are you?
Only one, but look, just barely.
Cut her off.
Just barely.
Or get her a straw.
A straw makes everything better. I drink my beer with
my
the straw.
point is, I think
Waitress.
he's angry. I did. He's been angry
Waitress.
lately.
Can I get a funnel? Give a funnel.
He's so witty.
I can't find my
he's
beer
being
helmet.
witty. Just kind of laugh and walk away.
I'm
is
sorry
what
you
I usually do.
I'm sorry you got up for that. Julie, what did you think last night? I thought you did fantastic.
Oh, my gosh,
Julie,
yes.
it was short notice.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody did good. I think everybody behaved accordingly. I don't think anybody acted petty, which I like a little petty, but
Not
it's
even
not
me?
really great when you're a
I
mayoral candidate.
feel a bud coming on.
Well, I think I was petty.
No, you did a
About
great
what?
job.
Because I have no idea what
Apparently, I said no, ma'am, to somebody. I said nope, no, ma'am.
Really?
About what?
I need to
I guess
watch
when
the
they were
replay.
speaking out of turn or something. I don't remember doing it, but apparently I did.
It's not as bad as his alarm going off.
So
you know
I
what
don't.
I mean?
Oh yeah.
Will you stop attacking me,
I
Gina?
thought that was the alarm for the 2-minute mark.
Did too.
No,
And so did the
My
candidate.
2-minute mark alarm's never gone off and never made it. Quite. Oh, you're talking about for
You know what? He was trying to make a little joke there, y'all.
No, I was not. It was something about the.
Okay.
Jeez, Logan, help me keep them on the road.
Help me. Help me.
Help me.
I
Help
think
me.
Logan's
Help
like,
me.
I have a great conversation. I'm just going to drink out of my straw.
And watch it. Yeah, don't make
Is that
noise.
Diet Coke?
It's like a
Jeez.
train wreck.
Turn his
No,
mic
you
off.
only put water in the Stanley. You can't put anything
Oh.
else in the Stanley.
Well, I bought a Stanley just to put my Diet Coke in. And then I started to bedazzle it, and I got 2 rows in and called it quits, and it's still sitting on the paper at my house.
Bedazzled it.
This
love
woman here is my hero.
bedazzled it.
We got to get
What's
a quick
a
timeout.
Stanley?
Excuse me. We got to get a quick timeout. We'll come right back. Here's the news. Stand by for news, and then we've got to talk with Julie Holtz about Diet Coke straws and no
And what's
man.
a Stanley? What's
We'll
a
be
Stanley?
right back. You
Yeah.
stay right there. Okay, we're live at Bourbon and Barley's on the afternoon drive home. Stay right there.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says the GOP has made good on a promise to give parents more rights in schooling.
Today was a win for every mother, every father, but most importantly, for every student in America. You have a Parents' Bill of Rights now. But unfortunately, the Democrats are too extreme to believe that parents should have a say in their kids' education.
The House passing the Parents' Bill of Rights Act on a 213 to 208 vote. Critics say it is a burdensome proposal that would fuel a movement that has resulted in book bans. Also at townhall.com, it was a long time coming. California Governor Gavin Newsom has ended some of the state water restrictions. Newsom made the announcement after a series of powerful storms replenished the state's reservoirs. California has been in a severe drought for the past 3 years. Newsom said he will stop asking people to voluntarily cut their water use by 15%. It's not only inflation that's soaring, stress skyrocketing right along with it.
A new AP and ORC poll shows that personal finances are a major source of stress for about half of lower-income American households. About half of U.S. adults in households earning less than $60,000 a year, and about 4 in 10 of households earning $60,000 to $100,000 say they're stressed by personal finances. That compares with only about a quarter of those in higher-income households. Rich Thomason reporting.
The storm system moving eastward, threatening to spawn tornadoes in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee today. A twister in Texas earlier caused damage but no injuries. Stocks finishing higher, the Dow up 117 points and the NASDAQ adding 36 today. More at townhall.com.
If you have an IRA or 401k, please listen closely. My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. Throughout my career, let's just say I've been in some hairy situations. And I believe right now the biggest threat facing Americans is they need to protect their wealth, which is exactly what I'm doing for my wife and 6 kids. And I believe the ultimate safe haven is physical gold and silver. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. The The folks I use are Advantage Gold, and believe me, I've investigated the heck out of all types of people. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now, and you'll see how easy it is to protect yourself with precious metals. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Israel's prime minister continues to staunchly defend a proposed judicial reform package. We have the latest from the Media Line's Felice Friedson.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu upset the rumor mill on Thursday as he continued to bring a series of controversial measures to the legislature that opponents say will weaken the nation's judicial system. Many wrongly believed he would tone down the rising tension. The plan has wrought chaos in the streets as hundreds of thousands of Israelis demonstrate in the streets, blocking traffic on main highways and seeking ways to upset normal life. The most recent law signed into being insulates Netanyahu from attempts to remove him from office, although he denies opponents' assertions that the judiciary reform package is intended to benefit the prime minister as he battles corruption charges in court. I'm Felice Friedson, Town Hall News, Jerusalem.
News and analysis at themedialine.org and townhall.com. Much of the drought-plagued West Coast facing a salmon fishing ban.
The Pacific Fishery Management Council will soon consider 3 proposals that all call for the closure of the 2023 salmon season from Oregon to California. Experts fear California salmon are in a spiral toward extinction. Buyer Joe Conti says this is going to hurt. There is other seafood out there.
Crab, there's different things that we can sell, but nothing matches local king salmon. I mean, that's what everybody wants. That's the big seller.
A fishermen's group believes the salmon ban may need to be in place for 2 or 3 years to bring back sustainable stocks after many fish died in 2020. I'm Ed Donahue.
The NFL is considering adopting the college rule that allows touchbacks on fair catches on kickoffs and moving the touchback spot on punts to the 25-yard line. More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm John Scott.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and Newstalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and newstalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking, or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking something more sparkly.
Wow, congratulations. How many carats do you think he'll spring forward?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Automark bling.
At 45 Automark, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say,
"Show me the bling."
And carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CRV over the threshold for $11,900, or pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Megadealer with a satin sales spiel and false love sting. Whenever you drive in your Forever 45 ride, will give you the feels like a sweet romance with $1,000 off because you said,
"Show me the bling."
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Automark today. We're your $1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
If you're in business, you know just how important each call is. You don't have time for phone or internet downtime. Your business needs a reliable communications partner 24/7. You need Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data provides telephone service to emergency service facilities all over West Tennessee and beyond. For your business, we don't just provide a phone line. We provide a lifeline. Lifeline Voice and Data.
Walker Talks with Chuck Walker. Weekdays 10 to 1. Only on 96.5 FM. News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalkWTN.com.
Take out on the air, Christina, that for the record, that was Gina, not Dan, Logan, or Julie.
They're on their way to the beach, I think. Yeah.
What beach are they headed to?
I don't know the details.
Who?
I just know.
Can you find out and tell me tomorrow? I'm curious.
Yeah, I will.
Who? Who's going to the
Christina.
beach? Oh, lucky
Christina,
dog.
I know.
Yeah, but she didn't tell me anything about that. Greg didn't mention it to me at all. Did you hear? Did they tell you, Logan?
No, I haven't heard anything about anybody going to the beach.
I haven't either. What about Julie?
Now.
Did you know?
No.
Christina and Julie used to hang out in high school.
Heathens.
Really?
Apparently, after they turn 21, you find out everything your kids have been doing. Apparently, heathens.
Where did Christina go to? Where did you guys go to high school? Liberty. Okay.
I went to Jackson Christian, but I never really hung out with that friend group. I hung out there about at JCM and Madison and Liberty, anywhere besides JCS. It was a good school. I learned a lot, but the people I meshed with were
You had a lot more in common with Christina. I know what you're saying.
So Julie could be my daughter, basically.
Yeah. I did not know that. I knew Gina when she knew that you were part of our team. She was like, "I love Julie." I said, "Yes, they got a good show." And she said, "Huh?" She just loved you as a human being, and she didn't compliment many people.
Whatever.
Not true.
I've known. Hey, listen, Julie. Let me tell you this.
I mean, it took you about 6 weeks to remember my name, Dan.
But
he didn't order
I don't
me
forget
lunch
it now,
today.
do I?
He sat down here and ordered himself
Julie,
a chicken breast and a salad and a side. Had no consideration for me whatsoever.
And I told them, I said, "Whatever you do, don't take her order."
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to call your mother. She would not be pleased at all with this
my
very
mom,
un-Southern gentleman.
Call her, talk to her about it. She won't ever come on my show. She got mad at me over something. She overreacted.
Did she?
Or was it you, Dan?
Okay.
Maybe that's where we've been going with all this.
I know,
Maybe
I do underreact. So, we're live at Bourbon and Barley's. We're on Union University Drive, right across the street from the Starbucks, setting in the yard of Union University. It is a lovely, lovely restaurant. 21 TVs, all in high definition. Everywhere you sit, you've got great food and a great view of high-definition TV. The NCAA men's tournament going to crank up here in just a bit. We can watch it and have dinner and drinks. I'm having a Moscow Mule.
The sun's out, Danny. The sun is out behind us.
I went outside, And I said, wait a minute.
This is
Larry
crazy.
just gave out these watches and
A 4,200 county watch, and now the sun's out.
Larry, if there's any cancellation, we'll just say in our listing area.
Yeah.
But when it's widespread like that. Larry Newman is producing and directing. Great to have you with us. Logan is here as well. Chris is in the house as well. Here's what my mom got mad at. Now, Julie, you'll be honest with me.
Okay. What is the implication there for you and I, Logan, that we lied to him?
I'm a liar.
Honestly, I'm a liar.
I'm a salesman by trade, so.
Well,
I feel you, man.
It was 1999. It was, I think it was the first killer tornado that came through. We thought we were tornado proof because Jackson's in a bowl. If you're traveling, for example, into Jackson on the bypass, headed south, once you pass Walmart's, you kind of you start headed downhill, and you don't come out of that until out south of Norton's Hill. Well, so it was a Sunday afternoon in January, and I'm watching the NFL playoffs, half asleep on the couch. The girl I was dating was hanging out with Gina. I was worried about that. But,
just in general.
Yeah, I'd lost control of her, and I was like, geez. Oh, look at this.
Look at that. Look at that black jacket. Woohoo.
Julie, check this out. So I'm watching, I was half asleep. I lived in a townhouse apartment at the Oaks, poolside. And the tornado siren started blaring, which is the same sound as a bomb raid.
Yeah.
I was so out of it. I don't know if were ambulance around, because it might have been. But I woke up. I said, "Is this a bomb raid or a tornado?" And so it was a tornado warning. So I did what to Julie. I feel like you're not paying attention. And so
I'm a woman. I can multitask.
So I ran upstairs. The stairs went straight up and curved back to the left, and then so I got the mattress off the bed to go downstairs with it, because I'd always read to take it in the bathtub and put the mattress over you. Lord. So I ran up there to get the mattress off the bed. It was a king-size bed, and I never got it down those stairs. Once I get it to the bathroom, I forgot that was a half bath downstairs. I couldn't get it in the stinking bathroom.
So you had to get in the toilet?
By this time, the tornado siren stopped, and I was like, well, what's this all about? I looked outside. It looked strange. Well, Gina and Kelly, the girl I was dating, were having a wine and cheese party.
Yeah,
so I called
we lived
Kelly.
over by Lambeth in a two-story townhouse.
Yeah. So I called Kelly. I said, "Is everything okay over there?" She was like, "What do you mean?" Yeah. I was like, I'm hearing that a tornado hit right in that area. And she was like, "Gina, there may be one of our ears were popping."
Oh my
We're
You
sitting
remember
there
that?
drinking wine.
Yeah.
We're like, what is that noise? Is that a siren? And then literally the tornado went right over our house
seriously
and took
hopped
out
there.
Westwood Avenue.
Oh,
Like,
It hopped
literally
over there.
right behind us.
And they're going, "What's my ears popping?"
That's what that noise was.
Yeah. And why are these cows flying through the air? Pour me some more wine, Gina.
I'm like, I'm calling John.
And so I said, "Stay right there. I'll be right there." And I got over there. On the way over there, Julie, it's like disaster everywhere. I was like, "Jeez." Opened the door, and they're drinking wine and cheese. I think Bunko party was about to break out. But
No, it wasn't.
So, story about my mom. Why she'll never come on the show.
So you told me all of that.
To
It
say
still
I
has
made my
nothing
mama
to do
mad.
with your mother.
That's an excellent point.
Oh my! I was waiting for it, and I'm like, when is Dan's
See, I
mom
lost it.
going
I
to
forgot
come
that that's where we were going. That's how long ago it was.
That was just a tornado story.
Okay, that was
so
the tornadoes. Okay, got it.
I've
Okay,
got
now
Julie,
why
I
was
have
your mama
more.
mad? Why was your mama mad?
Hey, Neil, how you doing,
Oh,
man?
now we're going to talk about why Neil's mad at him, and then
Neil's
we're
not
going to
mad at
I
me.
want to know why is Neil mad at him?
So,
What did
okay,
you do to
so
Neil?
my mom's birthday is on August 17th. That's the day Elvis died.
Oh, my
August 17th.
word.
Yeah,
How
so
awful. My mother
I-
cried for 2 days when Elvis died.
so
I mean, I have a child named Presley. I think you can figure that one out.
well, it's the my mom's a huge Elvis fan. So am I, and so I have her. When she was a teenager, she got invited to an Elvis private party. She was at an Elvis show in Memphis with...
This sounds a little sketchy.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. And so she's with my aunt, who was a few years older, and her husband, Uncle Billy. And so one of Elvis... So I had my mom on to tell the story on Elvis' anniversary of his death. And so she's telling the story, and said one of the members of the Memphis Mafia came up and said, would you like to go back to Graceland to Elvis is having a private party? And she said, sure, if my sister and brother-in-law could come along. And I think the Memphis Mafia member was probably Joe Esposito, said, okay. And she's telling the story, and right in the middle of it, I say, Mom, be honest with me, is Elvis my father? She didn't think that was funny.
That was funny.
She said, I'm never coming on your show again. I said, then that's true. If that hit you like that, we need to cash in. I said, Mom, just promise me this. If I die before you, don't bury me in the backyard and start selling tickets.
Oh, my God.
That's always a threat, you know?
That's terrible.
Logan said, yeah, it's a real threat.
Yeah.
KC's going to join us here in just a minute. I love that coat. They sell men's clothes. Where you got that?
I love your coat. He's being ugly.
I
That
do too.
looks
No,
very
he's-
sharp. I love the T-shirt under it. I do.
It was a preemptive
Not that
strike.
my opinion means anything, but you look good.
He does. It was a preemptive strike. He normally attacks me. Larry Newman producing and directing. We're going to run down the weather forecast here in just a minute. We're at Bourbon and Barley's.
And it's
It's
sunny.
always a great
Do
time.
we have an updated forecast? Because I think we're on a new one now.
I mean, I think
Sunny
it's-
and nice.
No,
pretty
it's
weather.
coming. I'm telling you, it is. It's and this is that good that the sun's out. It's going to reheat the atmosphere, the upper atmosphere. That will be that's kind of like a shot of steroids to a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
If I can put it that way, into terms that Casey and I are essentially wrestlers. Why are you
Casey,
laughing?
no, I believe Casey is. You're a wrestler?
I'm not sure Casey likes you. I've seen him roll his eyes a lot since he
He
got
does.
here.
He- well,
he probably
just-
feels
yeah.
like your mom does.
That's envy. That's all that is.
No, it goes back to his anger management classes. He did not
Digging
attend,
that
y'all.
hole.
He did not attend anger management, and he was supposed to. But the joke is, it made him mad to have to go downtown to anger management.
That's not a joke.
God.
Yeah, sure, it's a joke.
Have you met Casey? Oh, jeez, you're going to like this guy. He's
We met talking about you just now.
I'm gonna-
About how you just keep digging a hole and throwing soul over your shoulder.
Yeah. What's up
I'm
with
not
that
sure
one?
that's what he was. But Casey is a wrestling promoter, and
Is
he's
he?
fantastic at it. Yes.
All right, let's
Yeah.
wrestle. You
Yeah,
getting in
Memphis.
the ring?
I have
You know
before.
him, if you two
Casey,
are wrestling.
you were there when I wrestled back in the. Yeah, and
Are you going to
I
wrestle?
got calls from Vince McMahon, from promoters all over the country. They said,
Vince
"Look,
McMahon.
Don't ever call me again.
he called me. I said, "Look, what you did to my friend David Schultz, I'll never work with you."
Did you
And it was-
ever watch wrestling? Were you like a diehard ever?
Oh yeah.
When I was
Were
real
you?
young, like Jerry the King Lawler stuff, I remember
my
that
mom
back in
was
the day.
obsessed with
Yeah.
him. Yeah. But my day was like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy
Yeah.
Savage, Ric Flair,
Yeah.
like all that. Yeah. And then when the NWO came out, the world was like, yeah. The good guys were going to be the bad guys. Yeah.
Well, I thought Memphis wrestling was way ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Yes.
Bill
Rush,
Dundee.
Yep.
The Rock.
Oh, Bill Dundee did the show, and remember that forever.
Yeah.
Nobody ever heard of him till me.
Who's
and
The Rock's dad? Didn't he fight in Memphis?
That was
Tony John? No.
the Rocky Johnson.
Rocky Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was The Rock's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock is fine.
Yeah, he is
Oh.
fine. Lord have mercy. Look, girl.
He's so hot.
Girl. Oh, my Lord. Hot. Just
He looks terrible with
hot.
hair. Have you ever seen a
That
picture
is
of him with
true.
He
hair?
does look weird with
That's
hair.
true. Yeah.
Shave that head.
Well, the only person I know that is handsome with hair and then without hair is KC. And it's a burden. He said, heavy lies the crowd. Oh, my bad. I didn't see you with hair. I didn't.
It was always really long when I had hair, yeah. And
Are you
I
a
think
hippie
that
at heart?
contributed to the loss of hair because I just kept it long, put it up,
Yeah.
colored it every color under the rainbow.
My little boy, he's 2, and he's got long hair, and I want to keep it long and let him have a little man bun. He looks so cute. He's got like real blonde hair, but everybody else is rooting for a fade and a little faux hawk, and I don't know if I can do it.
How old is he?
A faux hawk. What is a faux
Keep him a
hawk?
baby a little longer.
A mohawk is when you actually shave down the sides. A faux hawk has the shape, but you have a fade up to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A faux hawk. Well, what do they call it? Because it's a fade and a mohawk.
It's a faux hawk. It's a fake hawk, like a faux.
You can have
I
a
gotcha.
mohawk or not. You haven't, shaved both sides and had to commit to always being a mohawk.
Yeah. All right. But, well, it's
You have
almost
options.
it's almost swimsuit weather. Okay. So Christina and Greg are headed to the beach. Julie, have you guys noticed that now that men are taking better care of themselves as far as like what they call it, the manicure?
Oh, no, my husband has never done such, so no,
I'm
I
not
haven't
talking about
noticed
Chris.
that.
Chris is from.
He's about the only man I look at.
Well, how do you feel about men based off of Chris? It can't be good.
No, Chris
No,
is
he's a
good to
great
me.
guy.
Oh, I love Chris. I was kidding.
No, he's good to me. I mean, he brings me Diet Cokes and straws this
I
morning.
was at your wedding. Do you remember
He's
that?
the one
With
that
Deb
did
Smith
that.
and Leslie?
Yes. I DoorDashed from the studio this morning Diet Coke, but I accidentally sent it to my house. And so Chris went to our house, picked it up, and brought it to me.
Chris is awesome. Hey,
know
Chris,
what?
you're running it for the rest of us. Quit being so good to her. Word gets out.
If Julie and Chris sat down and they were getting ready to order, that he would order for himself and go, gee whiz, I'm going to order for Julie too.
No,
because
he
he's a
wouldn't.
gentleman.
Hey,
No,
could you have
I'd be like, I don't want that. The redneck in me comes out, and I'm like, no.
I was just sitting here hungry. I would have taken like some bread and butter at one point. He didn't think
Okay.
about me at all.
I'll put up with all that, but
Now-
I don't feel like I should.
It's okay if you
No,
don't
I
feel
should-
like you should. We're fine with that.
Most people who do wrong don't think they've done wrong.
Thank
They
you.
feel justified in their
Thank you.
actions.
They can
Logan, I
rationalize
feel like
anything.
I'm being attacked for no
Never.
reason.
I mean, maybe with reason a little bit, from, considering, but
Hey,
you know.
Chris, come on over here.
Logan's on our
Logan, give
side.
him your
You know,
headset.
Chris is on our side too. Chris is on our side.
Hey, Logan.
Julie's my neighbor, okay? I don't.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You're a smart man.
She knows people.
And my mom is on the other.
And her mom is my direct next door
Yeah,
neighbor.
So,
Yeah, you definitely would have
Losing
to.
battle.
Don't
Just
mess
stable
with
You
buddy.
definitely have to have KC start your car in the morning.
Yeah.
Would you pass him those headsets just
Well,
a
of
second?
course.
And we're gonna go to break and I'm gonna give you mine. But I have got to hear a conversation between KC and Julie Holt. Hey, KC, how you doing?
I'm good, D. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Yeah, what's that?
Well, nothing.
What would you like me and Casey to talk about?
Well, I want to start with this. KC, I feel like you'll be out. You don't live next door to Julie. You don't know. You don't know how
Do you
much
know her mom? Do
you
you know her
don't.
mom?
You don't have how much or how little danger you could be in. So
Whatever. I'm the nicest person.
I felt like I got attacked for no apparent reason.
Uncle
Can't believe
Bubba,
this.
here's what we got to do. We got to have a conversation because you get attacked because you talk too much.
Thank you.
I'm a talk
Summed it
show
up
host for Christ. Jeez. No,
It's not you talk too much. It's what you talk about.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Is this an intervention?
It's kind of that thing. It's kind
Stop
of the
when you're
thing.
ahead.
You give those headsets back to Logan, please.
It's kind of the thing. It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
I say that to my
Oh.
children all the time, or I used to when they were children.
That's an argument in our house a lot of times. You don't realize how you sound when you say what you say.
It's not what you said, it's how you said it. And there's usually rolling of the eyes involved, too.
But that's why I
They
was rolling my
say-
eyes over here.
Now,
Exactly.
now,
That's what
let me
Julie
ask you.
was saying.
Let me ask you, ladies, this. That includes you, Casey.
Oh my God.
I read when you roll your eyes at your spouse or your
Yeah.
boyfriend or girlfriend, then that should cue you in that it's over.
No.
Oh, no.
And I thought,
No,
that's really?
that's not
No.
accurate at all.
No.
Because
I
they
could be
say the
having a-
eyes never lie.
I think if, there's terrible violence or something, but
Well,
just
I've
rolling
rolled
of
my
the eyes.
eyes
I mean, I've
while
thrown
I've been
things
here.
before. I'm not proud of it.
At
Define
data.
terrible violence. So Casey and
Like
I know
somebody
how
goes
far
to
we
jail.
go. with
Somebody
this.
goes to jail,
Look,
Somebody
the
goes
only-
to jail is terrible violence.
Look, we're going to talk about terrible violence, and then we're going to have to talk about my buddy Blix and Julie. Julie hasn't heard about Blix, but
Oh, yeah.
But, see, Gina's going to have a fit if we talk about Blix.
Is Blix the midget?
He's the midget wrestler.
Oh, my
He
God.
is
I am
fantastic.
so opposed to them saying
Oh, okay.
the
I
M
got you.
word.
But okay, this is a
small person.
All right, this,
but then we had a whole
But
conversation.
wait a minute,
that that's not what you did.
this is a great topic here. You remember when Tom Hanks, it was like an old Hollywood starlet passed away. She was like in her 90s, and evidently she was kind of considered a sex symbol back in her early days.
In her 90s?
No, in her early days.
That's my aspiration.
So when she died, Tom Hanks tweeted out how beautiful she was and went into all of her accolades. And the woke left attacked Tom Hanks about being a misogynistic male chauvinist because he pointed out how beautiful she was. So there's been many cases where, for example, you were offended for who was offended? What I'm saying is, let's just say if I were to say something to Logan, and Logan were not offended by it, it should be a rule where you can't be offended if the target was not offended.
Well,
do you agree with that?
Let me argue my point.
Hold on, one at a time.
Let me argue my point. He's talking about one individual who is not. It's not even that I'm offended. It just sounds kind of rude. That's all.
Yeah, but the man he's talking about is not offended by it.
But then we're putting it out on the airways where there are probably, I'd say, a majority of those.
But he
that
was
population
specific.
that could be offended.
But
just
the
because
man
it
you're trying to
sounds
defend
kinda
said,
rude.
What do you about that?
He said, don't call me a little person. I'm a wrestler. I'm a midget.
Yeah, but he's a wrestling
offended
midget.
by
so
you
I
calling
don't know,
him.
maybe
No,
he's
no,
a
no,
little
no. Gina,
hardcore.
listen to me.
I don't know.
He's offended by you calling him a little person. It's what the man's trying to tell you.
Let me say this. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I think it also depends on who's saying what, because if Logan or Gina walked up to me and called me and were like, hey, and used the B word, it would not bother me. It would not offend me. I know them. It's a term of endearment. Now, if that man back there giggling with that hat on walked up to me and called me that word,
God help him.
This little thing right here, this pizza zone, is popping him upside the head.
Exactly.
So I think
he'd wake up down at Jackson General and tell me, y'all
What
quit.
happened?
Y'all
What
quit.
happened?
They said, sir, it was only Julie.
And it was only once.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it depends on how it's used, when it's used, who used it, the relationship with that person. So you can't generalize everything. I feel like everybody's so different.
Okay.
Their relationship.
Okay, so I feel like we're I feel like
my opinion,
hold on, we got to get a break here.
my
You hear the bump music?
I don't
That's
know.
triggering. That's saying we're bumping to a break,
To be
and then
called a
Gina.
midget, I'm gonna call him a midget.
And then Gina will have her thoughts on it. But we also need to update the weather forecast as well, because I know that right now this could be considered the calm before the storm, with the sun out, but we've got a cold front coming through that will likely trigger some severe weather. We'll run that down for you as well. We're live at Bourbon and Barley's on Union University Drive. We'll tell you more about that as well when we return. Stay right there. Live at Bourbon and Barley's, Union University Drive, right across the street from Union University.
News Talk West Tennessee includes NewsTalk965.com and NewsTalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
It's March, and the basketball is pure madness at Bourbon and Barley's. Watch all the NCAA games at Bourbon and Barley's. With 22 televisions, there's not a bad seat in the house. And of course, there's the food. Well, it's just over-the-top fabulous. Join News Talk 96.5 at Bourbon and Barley's, broadcasting live this Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Bourbon and Barley's on Union University Drive in Jackson, across the street from Starbucks. Only on News Talk 96.5 FM. and newstalk965.com.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
What's better than 20% over invoice, or 15% over invoice, or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford, in partnership with Ford Motor Company, is accepting new orders at invoice. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details, and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Wake up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and NewsTalk.WTN.com.
Song always makes me think of Hawaii Five-0 or that terrible Black Eyed Peas song.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I mean, out of all the songs Dan could have picked.
Which terrible Black Eyed Peas song?
Yeah. The one that, yes. Oh, I cannot stand it. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, come on. Out of all the songs he could have picked, he chose Hawaii Five-0 Black Eyed Peas.
I also remember having a toy as a child that played that song and rattled around.
Yes.
I don't even remember what they were called, but I was obsessed with that thing.
I don't know. That was not my jam. So tell us what all's going on with Bourbon and Barley. Like, give us the update. What are y'all doing? What you got going? What kind of specials?
Oh my gosh. So of course we talked about happy hour earlier in the show. We do happy hour till 6. I'm lying. We do that 2 to 6 every day, Monday through Friday. Saturday we do some brunch specials, even though we're not doing brunch yet.
Cool.
There are some rumors going around that we might be doing a brunch starting, doing that on Saturday and Sundays.
Love that.
Of course, we're going to get some patio section taken care of, hopefully here soon.
Very cool.
Because we know Coyote Blues has that iconic patio, and we would love to mirror that here and have another great patio moment.
I love
in this side of
alfresco.
town.
Alfresco dining.
Alfresco dining.
Yeah, make me sound
Just make
bougie.
sure they're comfortable chairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
gotta be
hate,
comfortable.
I hate when you get in one that's like it's like, 18 inches wide for the butt, and you try to squeeze in, and it's like cutting you up, and you're like, Lord, have mercy. Let me go back inside real quick.
Yeah. Big old chair.
Go in where the air is.
Go where the booth is, the unlimited
the
butt
booth.
room. Yeah. That's where I'm going.
I need all the booty room.
Yeah, let me get my blood in here.
We're talking about putting a fire pit out there too, which I think would be
that'd be nice.
so cool.
Until somebody throws somebody in it.
That is also a
But I
possibility.
don't think this is that vibe.
Or somebody throws a drink in it.
Yeah, or a lighter.
Yeah.
Boom.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
Which, that could be a problem, especially if...
I don't think this is that kind of crowd. Like, it's a very laid-back atmosphere here. You got some allocated bourbons.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, this is that place where, like, you just want to come and have, like, a good conversation and a good drink.
Yeah.
You're not jumping around. And...
I don't like to talk to people, so...
Well, I like to talk to some people, so I would invite them here with me.
I
have.
I don't tend to like to talk to people.
You don't?
I don't. I really
I
don't.
mean, you're in the wrestling world. You got to.
I didn't say I don't. I just said I don't like to.
It's just not your. It's not your shtick. Yeah, I get
No,
it.
actually, I'm just.
You're just giving us a hard time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because we're on the radio.
Yeah.
We're on the radio and we're talking.
We're talking to each other.
Yeah.
We're talking to each other on the radio.
Look, we're talking to each other, whereas when Dan's in here, Dan is talking to us.
Everybody.
Yeah, then we're just like, okay.
And there are times I wish we had one on our phone. We could download the Dan app and hit the mute button.
Yeah. Be like, enough. I mean, I really thought that tornado story was going to do something about his mom, and then he was like, they were just drinking wine and cheese. I was like, okay, but what about your mom?
There you go.
It was a roundabout sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It got there.
And by the way, I tried to call my buddy Blix while we were at a break. I tried to call him, and he didn't answer. I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and he really, really wants to talk to Gina. He really does.
We need to make that happen.
And I really need to make that happen. And I tried today. They're in the Micro Wrestling All-Stars. They're in Jackson, Mississippi tonight. They're making a run through Jackson, Mississippi, Natchitoches, Louisiana, and Leeds, Louisiana this weekend. So maybe we can work out something and we can set up some Micro Wrestling All-Stars here in Jackson somewhere.
That would be awesome.
And
I would go.
I would too.
That sounds like so much fun.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, they are a blast. They are an absolute blast. Blix, Huggy Cub, all my buddies up there. And they are from all over.
Yeah.
Blix is in North Carolina. Huggy's down in Florida. Trying to think where Meatball's from.
Meatball.
I love that one.
And
it's a great name.
And I just thought about something. It's so great because they got a guy. We had a new guy the last time I was with him back in November, named Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
And every time I talked to him, I wanted to talk in Forrest Gump mode.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. One of Chris's favorite movies is Forrest Gump. One of my least favorite movies is Forrest Gump. Chris's favorite movie I cannot stand, so I have a hard time with Forrest Gump. It just wasn't. It didn't get me.
Well, I'm going to say, Forrest Gump. I was actually watching something, and I think I said this to Dan the other night. I was watching something. It may have been on TikTok or it was on social media somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
And they were talking to Tom Hanks about where they came up with the idea for the voice.
Yeah.
For Forrest Gump, and they got it from the young man. I say that I don't know how old he was, but he was from South Mississippi that played Forrest Gump in the movie, the young Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay. The one with the leg braces on.
Yes.
That boy.
And
Yeah.
That's the one. And he said, we were talking about it, and he said, I was sitting there having a conversation with him, and he said, when he talked, he said, I just looked at everybody and was like, yeah,
That's
is
the
it.
voice.
And he said he talked to him for about 3 hours, sitting there, just had a conversation with him for about 3 hours.
Interesting.
And adapted his vocabulary the way he spoke. And
my mama said.
And it was real. He said real G, like G's on the end of every of hard G's.
Yeah.
So I was like, Jenny.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he would go in and out of voice as he was sitting there talking about it, and I was like, that's wild.
That is wild. I guess you don't think about how much they prepare for stuff like that.
No.
I mean, and they do. I mean, it's like the girl that plays Beth Dutton. She's from the UK, but she's got the Midwestern accent down so good.
Yes.
I have actually heard some of the guys, or guys and girls, or ladies and gentlemen, peoples,
whatever,
talk about that there's certain things they could and couldn't do, and especially when they were from England or somewhere of that nature, they worked on their accent for whatever movie they were doing, but there was I tell you who it was the guy that played House.
Oh yeah.
He was from Great Britain, I believe. He's from Europe, but I believe he's Great Britain. And he was on talking, and he was talking in his normal voice, and he said, when I go on set, he said, I can't even mimic myself doing a English accent, a British accent, because it throws me off
for the rest of the day.
For everybody else they can't do it. He can't do it. It would just mess him up. So
I don't think I could do any accents whatsoever. I'm not talented like that.
No.
I don't.
I could if I really sat and thought about it, probably. Maybe because I know I used to be, when I was younger, I was really bad about it because my mom was married to a man and his family was all from up north. Holy moly. And they would come in town to visit, and they were all from Illinois. And by the end of their week, all of a sudden, I sounded like I had lived up there with them my whole life.
I popped my car in Harvard Yard. Yeah, like I don't sound right at all. It doesn't sound natural.
Well, I worked with years ago. I worked with a guy from Boston, and so we would talk about Boston, and he would talk about Boston.
Boston.
They're real nasally Boston.
Yeah, no.
It's kind of like one of the guys that is a manager for us, Lucky P. He is actually from Boston. Now lives in Nashville.
What's his twang like?
It is gone, and it is for his. I'm serious. He moved to Nashville, went to Vanderbilt to law school, and when he was a teenager, and if you talk to him now, you wouldn't think he's from Boston at all. He doesn't sound that way. He doesn't sound like he's from Boston at all.
So there's no trace of it anymore.
Till he gets around somebody or he's talking to somebody on the phone.
From there?
From there. And then it comes back a little bit, but as soon as he hangs up the phone, it's gone.
Well, I do know that we all have
kind of like Dan. As soon as you hang up the phone, he's gone.
Yeah, I feel like,
Look, I'm eavesdropping.
Yeah.
Don't need to attack me. I didn't do it. Go ahead, Julie. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just feel like we all have a different voice. Like, if I'm just sitting here talking to you, this is how I sound. But, like, if you call me and I don't know you and it's real estate, I'm like, oh, yeah, exactly. Yes, how can I help you? So, I mean, we all do change our voices and stuff, and our surroundings do.
Well, we do have radio
play
voice.
on it.
We do have radio voice.
See, this is my normal voice.
But Dan has radio voice.
Yeah, he does.
And he knows
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you're on the radio,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, this is just me.
I wasn't talking to you.
I know.
Come on, Uncle Bubba, catch up.
You know, one time I told somebody I wanted to be on their radio show, and I remember that specific person telling me that you could not just do radio and that I would not be able to do it. And so then when Chuck was like, come in, let me meet you, I was like,
I'm sorry. I said
hey, it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
I know that.
And I was so nervous because I was like, well, apparently my voice sucks, you know. But
actually,
I guess it worked out well.
It's kind of
it's in my blood, though.
I love your voice.
My grandfather on my father's side was the first radio announcer in Texas and owned the first radio station, was attorney there.
Are you serious?
So I guess it's in my blood, but I didn't know.
Where at in Texas?
Well, they were in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
So, I don't know. And Chris is over here rattling up a bunch of plastic, and so is Dan, so it sounds like chip bags over here.
Look, Chris, I told you not to do that, but Julie was going to get mad at us.
It's Uncle Bubba. You just have to overlook him.
Yeah, he just is who he is. What about this brunch menu?
I don't know anything about it. I have just heard little rumors here and there that we might be doing a brunch.
What you want for brunch? They might be doing a brunch.
Well, first of all, I don't know if you heard about this. You don't need to go to Arkansas and have brunch. You'll get arrested. That's illegal now. But talking to KC. Yeah, but
I have to talk to my brother about that.
You get arrested for brunch, bro?
He lives. He
you
lives
guys
in,
must have heard it's illegal. They've outlawed drag queen brunches in Arkansas.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So that was the final step, and now everything's perfect. They got the budget in line. There are no potholes. They doubled all that. So,
are you saying that the potholes were directly affected by there being no more drag brunches?
You know, what I'm saying is that Mike Huckabee's son is the governor of Arkansas.
Tried daughter. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on, Bubba.
Yeah.
Come on, Bubba. Catch up.
I was like, son.
They didn't get that attempted humor.
I got the attempt at humor.
That was an attempt at humor?
That was an attempt at humor. I got the attempt at humor.
Sucked,
I was just letting him know it wasn't funny.
It's hard to do a bit. KC can't pick up on it, and he'll blow it up before it gets off the ground.
I just blow it up because it's Dan, because it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. Look, you've heard of dumbing it down for a mass audience. I'm not accustomed to dumbing it down for a co-host, KC, for example. So it's. What was I
there's
getting
some
into?
shots.
Oh,
being
no,
fired.
what I was saying
We're
was.
still trying to hear the story about your mom getting mad.
That was an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I already had the punchline, Julie.
Sorry.
You didn't. No, it was. What I'm saying is, it reminds me of that law to outlaw drag queen brunches in Arkansas. Reminds me of the guy that's standing on the street corner, snapping his fingers all day long. And finally, guy walked up to him. This was in New York City. Walked up to him and said, "Hey, man, why are you standing here snapping your fingers all day?" He said, "It keeps away elephants." He said, "There's not an elephant within 2,000 miles." He said, "I know it works." That's what that law reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. You're right.
1/10 of 1% of the population in Arkansas, they make a law. That's all I'm saying. Now, Julie, have you tried that pizza? And by the way, Logan, explain to Julie exactly what kind of pizza that is.
That is the crab and lobster pizza. It comes with a red bell pepper cream sauce as the base instead of your typical tomato. We throw some cheese on there with some corn, peppers, and onions. And then, of course, your crab and lobster. Finish it off.
That is good.
It's good stuff.
It tastes like a really, really good crab cake.
I know.
You know, it really does. Julie, that's what it. I've tasted this before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is really good. I wonder how great it would be if you did a little melted butter ramekin with it.
Oh, I've thought about it.
I'm going to bring some butter.
Because we have the garlic butter back there that we put on the steaks.
Oh.
So I was like, some melted garlic.
Yes. See, I can get down with that all day long.
You know, it's.
Dan, there's paparazzi trying to get your picture.
Found that on the secret staff menu.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go anywhere, I tell you.
Butter.
Yeah, melted butter. Okay, the men. No, that's not. Yeah, it is.
Is it?
No, that's the women.
That is
Pardon
women.
me.
There are ponytails all over.
Yep, that's true. My eyesight. That's it. What gave it away is LSU's a 3 seed. I thought, there's no way. That's the men. That's the women. Utah leading LSU 19-16 early in that game. Julie, are you a fan of basketball?
Not really. I love to go to the Grizz games. I love a Grizz game.
Well, yeah, you know, we are.
But I don't care about everybody else.
We are an official affiliate of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Does that mean we get tickets? You've kept them all for yourself.
No, I tell you.
I've already tried that.
He wanted 20 on the front
row.
20.
Yeah, I wanted 20 on the front row. What's wrong with that?
I've been on the front row. Have you been on the front row?
No.
I was only on it for a few minutes. I ended up befriending some of the wives and
I tried that too.
And Zebo. And ended up hanging out with them in a lounge all night while Chris watched the game. He had no idea where I was. And neither I don't think I did by the end of the night, but it was a good time.
Well, they do a great job with the game day production, don't they? Memphis Grizzlies. And
do you know who Zebo is?
Oh, yeah.
Zach Randolph?
Okay,
just making sure.
One of my favorite players of all time on any team. I love the Grizz, and that grit and grind Grizzlies team had a lot of personality.
Well, listen to this. You ready for a good story?
I'm ready.
So, I disappear, at the game. I'm in this lounge. Chris finds me, whatever, we go home. End of story. A couple days later, we're at Picasso with some friends eating, and I was like, I met somebody that's supposed to be important. They were like, who? And I was like, hold on, I got a picture. So I'm like scrolling through my phone. I have no clue who I met. And I'm like, oh, here he is. And I click on it, and they're like,
That's Zebo.
That's Zebo. And I was like, who?
I
had a big old time, though. Had a great time.
I hear he's got a great personality.
He was so nice. But the reason I even met him was because I walked up to the girl with him, and I said, is that a real Hermes Birkin? And she said, yeah. And I said, let me touch it. And so I touched it, and she was like, how did you know? I said, that's a 30. And, like, we started, talking because I want one, but I cannot afford one. They're $30,000 for a handbag.
Jeez. $30,000 for a handbag. Well,
that's just obscene.
Chris, how's your vertical? Can you hit it? Can you knock it down from 3-point range?
No.
No. So then did Zach come up and say, "Hi, I'm Zach Randolph"?
No, she was like, "Come to the lounge with us. You're fun." And I asked her if her butt was real or if that was surgically done, and she said it was real.
Get that
and
a
I
lot,
said,
too.
"Let me touch it." She was like, "Okay," and I was like, "It is real. How'd you make it look like that?" So yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And so I just ended up where he was.
Well, that's how Julian has a contagious personality. Just think about
strip
you
throat.
and then think total opposite. Strip club.
Strip throat. No, strip club. He said I was contagious.
Okay.
Well, I am a huge Grizz fan too, and you said something earlier about the personality of the grit and grind Grizzlies,
right?
And a lot of that personality came from Tony Allen, and his interviews, his walk-off interviews after the game. Mike Conley, Mike Conley being just the ever-present gentleman of the group.
He was like the adult in the room. Then you had to essentially homegrown.
Yeah, Marc
Gasol, who played high school there at Lausanne because his brother Powell was playing for the Grizzlies when he was a kid. Zebo, then Tony Allen, and Zebo, Julie. He bounced around the league.
Yeah,
but
he was a troublemaker.
Well, yes, but he found a home in Memphis, and he's still there. I saw him at a Memphis game the other day.
Yeah,
he comes to almost every single home game.
He and Tony Allen had been named as ambassadors for the Grizzlies up until Tony had a little personal trouble there, and I don't know exactly what they did with that, but I know that Zebo's still there. He's still an ambassador for the team. And at one point, Tony Allen was a part of the Memphis Hustle, not the coaching staff, but he was helping them with evaluating talent and things of that nature.
Tony Allen, we got to get a break. And we'll be right back. I want you to continue that story. If you could wait till after 6, it'd be wonderful. And you can finish that story up.
I'll be glad to wait till after 6.
Aren't we off the air at 6?
Yes.
That
was his
mean.
joke. That's right. That was his joke.
That is so mean. I was listening to it. I was into it.
We got to get a quick timeout. We'll come right back. We're live at Bourbon and Barley's in Logan tonight. We got NCAA on all the TV screens, high-definition TVs throughout Bourbon and Barley's. It is a beautiful place, great food. The big decision is in the tough one what to have for dinner. When we come back, Logan will give you his recommendation for dinner tonight. Here at Bourbon and Barley's, we're on Union University Drive, right across the street from the Starbucks that sits in Union University's front yard. Stay right there. We'll be right back, and we'll update the weather as well, as the sun's been out for a while. That's not necessarily a good thing. We'll tell you why next.
What's better than 20% over invoice or 15% over invoice or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford in partnership with Ford Motor Company is accepting new orders at invoice. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Award-winning Watson's Cleaning Service specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. Watson's cleans huge commercial buildings. West Tennessee Agriculture and Education Center, the Federal Court Building in downtown Jackson. Watson's also specializes in residential cleaning services, stripping and waxing floors, buffing, pulling trash, sweeping and mopping, vacuuming, household cleaning, baseboards, walls, dishes, dusting and organizing. Call 731-293-3808. Family owned and operated Watson's Cleaning Services. 293-3808.
Through your children's eyes to see the true magic of a forest. It's a storybook world for them. You look and see a tree. They see the wrinkled face of a wizard with arms outstretched to the sky. They see treasure in pebbles. They see a windy path that could lead to adventure. And they see you, their fearless guide through this fascinating world.
Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Wake up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and newstalkwtn.com.
Right at the top of the hour. When we return, we will have an update on the weather forecast for you. We'll have a dinner here. And when we come back as well, Logan will give you his choice for dinner tonight here at Bourbon and Barley's. Dan Reeves, Julie Holtz, Logan, Chris, Casey, and Gina Langley. All right here at Bourbon and Barley's. Larry Newman producing and directing. Be right back. Stand by for news.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM, 96.5 FM, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. Meteorologist Matt Elliott at NOAA's Storm Prediction Center says there's a strong risk of severe storms and damage for the Mid-South. And those storms could hit during the overnight hours when most people are sleeping.
Start checking batteries on your weather radios, making sure you have multiple ways to receive weather warnings, but also having a plan so that if storms start approaching your area and warnings are issued, that you're able to get yourself and your family to a place that's safe. And I think it's key is knowing that ahead of time so that you can make those decisions very quickly.
The severe weather risk, including tornadoes, will extend to the Mississippi and Ohio valleys. The House has passed the GOP's Parents' Bill of Rights Act by a vote of 213 to 208. Republican Congresswoman Mary Miller of Illinois says parents should have a say in what schools teach their kids.
Parents want schools focused on reading, writing, and math, not woke politics. The radical left in our country seeks to silence parents and use public schools and colleges to indoctrinate our youth. They don't want to teach children how to think. They want to teach them what to think.
Democrats say they will reject the bill in the Senate. A new AP NORC poll shows that personal finances are a major source of stress for about half of the lower-income households in the U.S. The results illustrate the toll of high inflation and economic uncertainty on those who can least afford it. About half of U.S. adults in households earning less than $60,000 annually, and about 4 in 10 of those in households earning $60,000 to $100,000 say they're stressed by their personal finances. Good day on Wall Street as the Dow was up by 132 points. The Nasdaq rose 36. The S&P advanced 22. More at townhall.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-940-6161 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-940-6161. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at ReliefFactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com. Be the next success story.
A Texas mother says she will never stop fighting to get justice for her daughter, who was sex trafficked by 2 men who both received probation under a plea deal. Correspondent Jackie Quinn reports.
For San Antonio mother Irma Reyes,
like a nightmare.
In 2017, her teenage daughter was put in rehab for substance abuse, but she ran away and days later advertised online as being available for dates with men. 2 men were allegedly renting her and another girl out for sex. The men were arrested. San Antonio detective Manuel Anguiano says they had solid evidence.
I don't think I've ever worked a case that had more evidence or actually work done on it.
The 2 suspects pleaded no contest and wound up being sentenced to 7 years probation. I'm Jackie Quinn.
News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has welcomed Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu to his Downing Street office, even as demonstrators gathered nearby to protest his policies.
Netanyahu's visit to London comes as Israel faces a national crisis over his government's plans to overhaul the judicial system. As thousands of people took to the streets of Israeli cities on Thursday, Netanyahu, who's on trial for corruption, has defiantly pledged to proceed with the overhaul, which gives Israel's most right-wing coalition in history more control over judicial appointments, weakens the Supreme Court by limiting judicial review of legislation, and allows Parliament to overturn court decisions with a simple majority. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
The ongoing unrest across France against President Emmanuel Macron's pension plan and calls for new rounds of demonstrations next week persuaded officials to postpone a planned visit by Britain's King Charles.
News Talk West Tennessee includes NewsTalk965.com and NewsTalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vol Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson-Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition-free, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or creams.
I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
Good and welcome to Bourbon and Barley's. Dan Reeves, Julie Holt. Logan from Bourbon and Barley's is in the house, and ain't no doubt. And Casey Gold, he's the gold standard. Casey's here. Gina Langley's on her way back in. She's been over there confusing. She's been taking him what do they say? Take him around the world. The man's so confused.
He don't know what he's doing.
He don't know what he's doing. Same as it was when he came in.
Kind of upside down.
He got his upside down. Gina, she's been getting after how many Moscow mules? We'll find out in just a moment. Logan, what do you, Larry Newman is producing and directing, by the way, and we're going to get to the detailed weather forecast, the updated weather forecast in just a moment, but right now, Logan, we've been waiting for this. What do you suggest for dinner tonight here at Bourbon and Barley's, and how would you describe to someone who's never been here what to expect, and why should they come to Bourbon and Barley's?
All right. Well, of course, when you first walk in the door, you'll kind of notice that there is an immediate door to your left. That door is going to lead you into the bar area, which we like to kind of treat as our socialization area. That's where you want to hang out, have some drinks, mix, mingle. Then right straight ahead, you've got our lovely host sitting there, Chloe. She is absolutely fantastic. And she will seat you in our dining area where we've got our booths, tables. We've also got the little party room off to the side, and we've kind of set that up for a section tonight because Friday night we do tend to get a little bit busier, so we fill up a lot quicker.
Same here.
But of course, when you sit down, you're going to want to start off with some drinks. Of course, we do an excellent old-fashioned here because we are, after all, bourbon and barley. And you can add on what we like to call smoke it up, and they will catch that drink on fire for you, basically, and impart some of that smoke flavored in there. So that's a good place to start. Of course, you're going to want to get the duck egg rolls. You're going to want to start with the duck egg rolls. I don't know how many people know about the duck egg rolls, but if you haven't had them, you need to try them. And of course, my favorite entree is the tuna entree with the jalapeno cheese grits, as well as
jalapeno,
ahi tuna. Yeah,
and then the red pepper cream sauce. And
Oh, jeez. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds great. It sounds heavy. It sounds like he's going to be leaving here rolling out.
I know,
I like
Julie,
it.
but
Get
it's...
the wheelbarrow ready.
Sometimes you just got to let your hair down and say, you know what?
Well,
Dan, I'm fat. I've always let my hair down.
when you got a hair down,
Eating good food has never been a problem for me.
Yeah. By the way, no offense to Casey or to Logan when I say let your hair down. Don't be half a sissy, Casey. It's just a. It's not literal.
I want to see you let your hair down. That's what I want to see.
It's a figure of speech. Jeez. Chris, will you relax a minute? You're making him nervous. I'm kidding, Chris. But go ahead, Logan. I love Chris. I've known him for a long time.
Chris is mad at me because while he had his back turned, I stole $35 out of his wallet, and
he's your husband. That's allowed.
That's allowed.
It's allowed by law.
It's my money.
Yeah.
When we got married, you know how they like what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
Yeah.
What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine.
Yeah. That's the way it works in my world. I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. It's so, Logan. What about for desserts? I feel like we ought to try some desserts so we'd know more about it.
For sure.
Don't you,
I
Julie?
know.
I'm
Last
down
week,
for whatever.
Last week we came in, had a little chit chat. I brought what we're kind of advertising as a secret staff menu item. It is a turtle cheesecake. So of course cheesecake with caramel sauce, chocolate sauce, pecans, all that lovely goodness.
Can we try that? I can't visualize my taste buds. I think I can't be able to talk about it. If I say.
Remember what that
No, my taste buds are visualizing it, but it's. By the way, tell Casey just heard from my favorite sister. Tell April I said hello. Cindy, my other sister, said that. She reminds me of Cindy. Their attitudes. I love it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I love Cindy's attitude. It's terrible, but I love it. No, she really is. Cindy's a lot of fun, isn't she?
Oh, she is. She is. And I love Jordan. So, Jordan,
that's her daughter.
And,
my niece.
Yeah, Uncle Bubba. Yeah, that's where Uncle Bubba came
They
from.
call me Uncle Bubba.
Gotcha. Are y'all really related?
No, not to him.
Not to me.
Crying out loud. But no, he's friends with my family.
Okay.
I know a lot
That's
of his.
awesome.
Unfortunately, I know a lot of his family.
Well, unfortunately, you know him, but you love his family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, I tell you, KC's awesome. I give him a hard time, but he can take it, man. He
like
is.
I've got
He
Tourette's.
talks some smack.
Going back with y'all, following it back and
Tennis
forth.
match.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Well, ping pong, but okay.
Yeah. So, do you have anything other than cheesecake?
Yeah, we've got cobbler. I've got an apple cobbler, and I've got a pecan cobbler.
Oh, we ought to try the
pecan
cobbler.
cobbler.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you put ice cream on it?
I would.
Like, okay, so yes to that.
So yes.
So what? Okay, you got cobblers, cheesecake, and
I've got rainbow cake and chocolate cake.
Oh, cool.
From Sugary's Bakery.
Oh, nice.
What's the guy's name there?
Tim.
Tim is awesome, isn't he?
I don't know him personally, but his
he's
names are great,
amazing
so I can't
cook.
be mad at that.
Do you know Tim personally?
No. Have you ever had his cookies?
Yes.
Ooh, wee.
Yes. Do you know Tim?
I do not.
Sugary's. The guy is a.
He's been on the Food
Picasso.
Network.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Picasso of cookies. Is that what you're saying?
You could say that. Yes.
Picasso of all of the things he touches.
Really. I mean, he is a very talented person. His creations are they look good and they taste better.
Yeah.
Reminds me, but never mind. But it's just absolutely, he is so talented. Isn't he, Logan?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. I told Logan, I said, when in doubt, just say yes.
For sure. Yes. He is great. The rainbow cake that we serve, I didn't know this, but every layer has a different flavor.
That's amazing.
Every layer is a different flavor with a cream cheese icing.
Oh my God, you're speaking
That's
my
what I'm
love
saying,
language.
man.
Cream cheese icing.
Yes, I love cream cheese icing too.
Me
Julie.
too. It's my favorite.
How about you, KC?
Cream cheese icing?
Don't you dare.
Oh,
Don't
man.
dare.
Hey, work with us a little bit, would you? We're here promoting
What
bourbon
do
and
you
barley.
like?
You said, that's all right.
What do you like, that nasty whipped icing?
Because you got to catch some.
You know that they put whipped cream in? I don't like that icing.
I like the ice cream. That's what I like. I like ice cream cake. So.
Okay.
Ice cream cake is good.
I like cookie cakes with icing.
Oh, wait a minute. Who doesn't like ice cream cake? Okay.
A lactose intolerant person. Fair.
You know, that's an excellent point.
They may still like it.
Yeah, they
just
don't like
them.
the aftermath. Yeah.
It's I love, remember the old Alka-Seltzer commercial? I love pizza. Pizza don't love me. Right. Bourbon and Barley's, and we're right here on Union University Drive, right across the street from Union University. The Starbucks it sits over there.
Dan will be out playing in the road.
Yeah. Directed traffic.
You know, I did write 2 children's books.
Did you
know?
really?
Yeah. Do you have kids?
What were they?
The first one was entitled. Huh?
Never mind. Go ahead.
The first one was entitled "Strangers Have the Best Candy."
Did you just ask me if I had kids, Dan? Dan,
what?
We have talked about my children together. I have 5. From
That was
23
before the
to
first
2.
Moscow Mule.
Loins. Loins. Can I have a copy of your book for them to read them at nighttime?
Yeah, and the follow-up to that was the street is a great place to play.
Okay, they're not reading them. It sounds like that book, that Go to Bed book. Have y'all heard about it? Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Go to bed book.
It's not really called that. It says to bed.
I got
And it's
you.
a children's storybook about how they need to get in the bed, go to bed, and shut up.
Oh. If I had kids, I'll read aloud from that book. My experience with kids is limited to an airplane, where they're sitting behind me kicking the seats.
My kids, I would not allow them to do that. I would pop their butts so quick. We don't play that at my
How
house.
many kiddos do you have?
We literally have 5 between us: a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 9-year-old, and twin 2-year-olds.
Wow.
My goodness.
Julie.
Yeah.
Yes, I tell you.
Yeah.
They keep you young, they say, right?
I don't believe it, but we'll see.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't have any. I don't have any
kids?
Nope.
Logan, you have children?
I do not. I do not.
See,
I get to love
the
on my
world
niece and
owes us
nephew.
something. I mean, we've kept our carbon footprint as small as we possibly could.
Very true.
Because the natural
Your
motive is to procreate.
appropriate.
Yes, and we have restrained. It's been tough. I mean, not so much for KC, but
They have a baby.
don't miss much. Do I? Oh, there's a baby.
In a bar.
Oh no, this is a
It's a
restaurant
restaurant.
side. This is a restaurant side.
You know I'm talking about the Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, that's
Oh my
right,
God,
the
you have a
quote.
baby in a bar. Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, they say that about Dan every time he walks in a bar.
Don't offer him up a complimentary line. You know that's not funny.
They laughed.
I'm gonna tell you something. If my 2-year-old little girl Presley came in here, she would run this place. She's terrible.
Well, you know, we did have a kid running around St. Patrick's Day when we had all our decorations up for St. Patty's Day. He was having a ball trying to rip him off the wall.
I'd be whooping tail.
Somebody's parent need to get you.
Julie, I don't know if we talked about it, but
If you ask me again if I have kids, because you don't know if we talked about it.
Are you married? Are you married or happy?
Today I'm married, yes.
Did you think there was a clear-cut winner last night for the Jackson mayoral debates?
You know,
I know you thought.
I hate to say it. I think Mayor Conger did the best, and I think Daryl Hubbard was right. I mean, I think him and Daryl Hubbard were neck and neck. Both of them had plans, whereas I felt like some of our other people did not have plans. They just wanted to pick out what was wrong. And it's great to pick out what's wrong, because if you don't know what's wrong, you don't know what to fix. But when your plans are, we're just going to look for some more resources. Do you think we're not already using resources? Like, I mean, come on.
Too much general talk.
And there were a few people, maybe not a few, but there was a lot of talk about money just really going just to East Jackson. Well, yes, I agree some money should go to East Jackson, but we also need to look out in that Huntersville, Providence area for the development coming out there. We need to look at more towards the Windy City Road area and getting some of that and being able to develop it. So you cannot tell me that one area is the only thing that you need to focus on. That's a problem for me.
Yeah, and I agree. I'd say this, though. I do think Mayor Conger is.
I think he did
the man
good.
has matured. He's into quite a leader. I think he's a guy that's very comfortable with who he is.
Yeah,
that's what he appeared like on stage to me. How
I
about you?
do like somebody who's cut and dry. It is what it is. It isn't what it isn't. Like, you just say it. You're not trying to charm the britches off somebody. You're just saying it, and I appreciate that. I do think Ray Condrey did good in some areas, but I feel like he does not really have a plan yet. Yeah. And he said over and over, I'm not a politician, I'm not a politician, I'm not a politician. Okay, I get it. But there are things that politicians do that you're going to have to do. Are you ready to do that? Do you even know where to begin?
Yeah, and Ray, who's been on the program quite a few times, I thought he did well with you on stage.
Yeah,
because it was the first time he's been in that spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You need more detail with your thoughts and your plans, and I certainly get that. As far as Daryl Hubbard goes, his plan was to attack green garbage cans, and it's talking about they're finding $100,000 at the mayor's office on desk and all this.
No, at the police station.
Is that what at the police station? Finding it on the desk. I mean, come on, man.
We all knew that because there had been lots of things written about it, and that's really out of Scott Conger's thing, what they were doing. We covered it on our story. There were people who were making bust and not turning in money. Well, that's not directly under Scott. That's further down your police department.
Right. Yeah, that's right. And things like that can confuse people if you don't know what they're talking. And we just hope it wasn't designed to do that, right? Because it leaves you wondering.
Yeah. I really, really, really like Dr. Woods. I like him.
He's a nice man.
But you know what? One thing, I felt like the whole time he was there, his answers really just supported Scott. I asked him a point-blank question that was like, how do you feel about this money that's earmarked? Do you support it? His answer was, yes. And that was it. And we were like, well, can you, can you elaborate?
That was a moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Can you elaborate? And he did. But I really think he's a good man. I really do like
I
Jerry
like him,
Woods.
too, Julie. He's a nice guy.
I really liked a lot of Paul Sherrod's answers.
I tell you this.
Our absentness of answers.
I'm looking. Are you talking about a tornado watch and a severe threat? Larry,
yes, sir.
I just saw that come across. Let's go to Larry Newman. Go right ahead, Larry.
Okay, the tornado watch. There is a wind advisory, tornado watch till 3 a.m. Saturday. There's a severe storm risk till 7 a.m. tomorrow. And just to let you know, Dan, that when they gave the tornado watch, they named all the counties. Booyah!
Let it go, Larry. Larry just said when they gave the tornado watch, they named all the counties. Larry, they did it in a little bit more timely manner. Larry, you did a fantastic job. Thanks for jumping in there, seriously, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Yep, you can break in with weather watches or warnings without getting aggressive with one of the co-hosts of the program. Shouldn't be a problem. Larry's fantastic at what he does. And Larry, I tell you this, it feels like it's cooling off just a little bit. That's good news. Is it you?
Yep.
She's cool.
I'm like Elsa.
Yeah, it's down to 62 degrees right now. That's not a bad thing because when the sun came out a little bit earlier this afternoon, it kind of reheated the atmosphere, as they say. But there's a tornado watch that's been issued that kicks in. It just did 5 minutes ago and runs to 12 midnight tonight. And that tornado watch is effective, again, from now until midnight tonight. Tornado watch for portions of eastern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana, central and northern Mississippi, and west Tennessee. Now, the primary threats include several tornadoes and a couple of intense tornadoes, likely widespread damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles per hour. Scattered large hail up to an inch and a half in diameter. That's possible. So, folks, this is a pretty good squall coming through here, and it's described as a maturing squall line that will surge eastward from Arkansas into West Tennessee and northwestern Mississippi through early tonight, with an accompanying threat of swaths of damaging winds up to 75 miles per hour. Tornadoes could be embedded farther south, a few semi-discrete Louisiana across southern Arkansas and northwestern Mississippi. A few strong, intense tornadoes will be possible in this corridor with any persistent supercells later this evening. So, tornado watch. The area is approximately along at 120 statute miles east and west of a line from northwest of Memphis all the way down to Natchez, Mississippi. So it's a big area, and it's that time of year. I mean, we're in late March.
It's the time.
And remember now, we've been, a few years ago, reclassified as a part of Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
Yep. And I remember, Julie, as a kid going, geez, I would never live in Oklahoma. They have so many tornadoes out there. And then, bam, we're classified as a part of Killer Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
Well, we've had
and I remember that too. I remember you interviewing me in kindergarten. Yeah.
Well, I remember I was in the first grade. I've always liked younger women. Julie.
I love you, David.
I was just going to say, they put us in Tornado Alley. They put us in Tornado Alley.
Yep.
And
now they started coming.
They've basically taken away our buffer zone, Arkansas.
Yeah. Yep. Don't make no sense. You know how many
Arkansas has always been the buffer zone.
We get that back.
Do you know how many construction companies and restoration companies are sitting here tonight doing like check time?
Well, I tell you this, and I'm glad you mentioned that because there's always some fly-by-nights or something like that happens, and we've got our people have over 80 years of experience when it comes to restoration, when it comes to repairs, restoration, and we're talking about even woodwork, as far as repairing like privacy fences, they can do that as well. What was it, a couple weeks ago, we had like Hurricane Katrina, straight line winds.
Yep.
And I got a new trampoline out of the deal. Oh my God. And may get another one today. But CWA Development, commercial and residential maintenance, restoration, and renovation, fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, gutter, roof, and window cleaning, wood repairs, including those privacy fences, and deck repairs. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays for emergencies at 731-503-95 and 98. CWA Developments, commercial and residential maintenance, restoration, and renovation. 80 years combined experience, and they're local people just doing it better. We'll be right back live at Bourbon and Barley's. Gina Langley is in the house, and ain't no doubt. We'll find out what she thinks about there's just issued a tornado watch about 10 minutes ago that runs to midnight, folks. So be safe because, Julie, you just heard that there's a chance for some big-time weather coming through here, including hail 1.5 inches in diameter. That's pretty good-sized hail.
Yeah.
So we'll continue in a moment. We'll update the weather forecast. We'll stay with you tonight and continue to follow this developing weather situation. We'll be right back at Bourbon and Barley's.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Let's face it, people want to feel loved, appreciated, and pampered. Beauty to the Bone has a mission and a purpose to help you look and feel beautiful inside and out. From facials to Botox, fillers, lasers, IV therapy, functional medicine, and all in between, we've got you covered. Book your appointment today to feel your very best tomorrow.
Book your appointment today. Call 731-300-9103. That's 731-300-9103.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking something more sparkly.
Wow, congratulations. How many carats do you think he'll spring forward?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Automark bling.
At 45 Automark, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say, "Show me the bling," and carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CRV over the threshold for $11,900. Pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Megadigger with a sappy sales spiel and false love sting when every drive-in your Forever 45 ride will give you the feels like a sweet romance with $1,000 off because you said,
"Show me the bling."
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Automark today. Wear your $1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Award-winning Watson's Cleaning Service specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. Watson's cleans huge commercial buildings, West Tennessee Agriculture and Education Center, the Federal Court Building in downtown Jackson. Watson's also specializes in residential cleaning services, stripping and waxing floors, buffing, pulling trash, sweeping and mopping, vacuuming, household cleaning, baseboards, walls, dishes, dusting and organizing. Call 731-293-3808. Family owned and operated Watson's Cleaning Services. 293-3808.
96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Back in here at Bourbon and Barley's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we've had enough of a true sampling of this cheesecake.
Oh my goodness!
That's fire.
That is a religious experience.
Lord have mercy.
Goodness.
Do you mind? I need to go smoke. What do you think, KC?
Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful.
Is it?
I'm
What's the
trying
official
it.
name of that?
I think it's a turtle cheesecake.
Turtle Is that what it is, Julie?
Oh my word!
Oh, Larry,
Oh, my God.
don't pay any attention to us. You don't want to hear this. It's terrible. So that is awesome. We're at Bourbon and Barley's, and turtle cheesecake. What do you think, Julie?
Oh my gosh!
That's all you
said.
I love cheesecake.
Period. I know.
I do too, but that's a cut above, isn't it?
Oh, that's next level.
That's
you
a
know what
double
it is?
cut.
It's absolutely
That's
over
next
the top fabulous. That's what it is.
There you go.
All that. All
it's
that.
over the top, fabulous turtle cheesecake.
I'm eating all this.
Bourbon
you know
and
why? Because you
Barley's.
didn't order my dinner for me. I'm still upset
Rude.
about that.
I
am.
apologize.
I'm upset.
Let it go.
I can't.
Let it go.
I can't let it go.
5 Moscow mules, and it's still on her mind.
2 Moscow mules and a whole mouthful of cheesecake.
And it's still.
As she's on the radio.
Still thinking about it. Yeah, I know. It's okay, folks, right there, Tornado Watch. Larry, that's anything break while we were on a break? No, thank you.
Here's the bill.
I'm
love.
not going to be here for
No,
the drawing.
We just need your credit card right there. We just need your wallet. Really would be rather handy, and you can pick up our bill.
You know what? I think I left my wallet at
I'll
home.
find it. I think I saw it earlier in that box.
Yeah, all of a sudden
that
got
happened.
alligator
I'm
arms.
confident.
Yeah, no, that happened.
He'll leave his shoes as collateral.
That really,
He'll pay. Really,
that
he'll pay.
really, that happened here for lunch at a lunch meeting, didn't it? And I was like, this is going to sound like a lie, but I think I left my wallet at home.
That does sound like a
She
lie.
saved me. She said, I know you. Just bring it back.
I had to go cash a check one time because I forgot my
I've
debit
not
card
been-
across the street.
I've not been back since.
I came
I
back.
thought she would forget. No, I came right back up here. But that saved me. That could have been very embarrassing. I was trying to close a multi-million-dollar deal.
You couldn't find your wallet?
Couldn't find my wallet.
It explains a lot.
So you only pay if you're closing a multi-million-dollar deal?
Yes, if it's a multi-$100 deal, I'm out.
I'm paying.
It's a multi-dollar deal for Dan.
Tornado Watch. It's officially, they say it's Tornado Watch for portions of eastern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana, central and northern Mississippi, and west Tennessee, effective right now until midnight tonight. So primary threats include several tornadoes and a couple of intense tornadoes likely, widespread damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles per hour. So
Did you feel that? The lights just got dark. It's about to get central.
It's
getting
turn on
hot
the
in
sex
here.
operator
Oh,
voice.
it's all about some NCAA tournament.
We got to turn on the sex
It's so
operator
sexy.
voices.
That's right.
I can't do it. I can't.
I think I can do it.
Hey, Larry, hit
Do it.
record. Hit
What
record.
do I
Larry.
need to say, Julie?
Say, Dan, find your wallet.
Dan, find your wallet.
Yep, she can do it.
I can
Now
do
that-
it, can't I?
that normally
Wait,
will-
we try it again? We try
that
again?
normally will help me
Danny,
find my wallet.
Danny, where's your wallet?
Yeah.
Where's your wallet, Danny?
Don't you remember? You know what? I check.
Oh, here's
Oh,
your
look at
apple
this.
pie. Oh, my
Thank you
word.
so
That's
much.
apple cobbler.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and look, Dan's not going to share it with anybody.
Hey, Larry,
Didn't
get ready.
order anybody else one. I
Larry,
ordered 2. I did.
just a
You're
minute.
sweet. Sorry,
Larry,
Danny.
Larry, get ready to hit that again. KC, that mic's hot, big guy. How many times do I have to say that?
Apparently twice.
I don't
'cause
care
He admonished me earlier.
What is it? Oh, it's the midget. Never mind. He's a lot of fun, isn't he?
It's fun.
Yeah. As
There we go.
My hair.
Uh-oh, here's Rachel.
Rachel,
Girl.
that is must your hair.
I know, you're going to mess up my
You are
butt.
so lovely, Rachel.
I fuss about the same thing. I do. These earphones mess up my hair, too.
They make my ears sweat. I don't
Mine,
like
too.
it.
We need our own.
You know what else will make your ears sweat? When I'm hitting you in the face with a baseball bat. Will you relax?
When we're looking through your wallet.
Oh,
that makes our ears
shouldn't
sweat.
talk to
Danny,
females
where's your
like
wallet?
that.
Where's your wallet? Give me
Danny,
a dollar.
where's your wallet?
Tell me you hear that. Do you hear that, Rachel? Sometimes I hear things. I see dead people. I see. No, okay. Here's what Julie.
Yes, sir.
Rachel and Jake, are they not awesome? I mean, they. You guys, you really restore my faith in young people. You really do.
Well, thank
Other
you.
than y'all, I'm out.
That's what old people say.
Before I met y'all, all I had to say was, "Get off my yard! Get out of my yard!"
Oh, my gosh.
But no, you guys are wonderful. And I've known Rachel since she was 5 years old or so.
Were you interviewing her too?
Yeah, when she was 6, I was sitting there. Listen, little girl, if you
How do you close the deal?
No, her parents, Jeff, her dad, I've been friends for a long, long time.
Very cool.
Yep. When I was at her high school graduation. Jake, she killed it. Did you? Were you there?
He was not.
I thought that's how you got him because she was. Have you seen her perform on stage?
What do you?
I mean, she's incredible.
What does she do?
She was dancing and singing. What? Do you remember the routine that night? That's how good it was. I still remember it. How long's it been?
2 years ago, I was Miss Jackson volunteer and went to compete at Miss Tennessee volunteer.
Oh, well, very cool.
Yes, and I danced for my talent.
What kind
She's
of
a great
dancing?
dancer.
I mean, obviously not with a pole. Are we tap?
No, that's
jazz,
Jake.
ballet,
That's
interpretive, like?
Are there flaming batons involved or anything like that?
I
That's
wish I
another
was
word
that
I can't say.
talented.
I think that's amazing.
No, it was an acro jazz dance.
Very cool.
I tumble. I was a college cheerleader.
Very
so
cool.
I involved in any tumbling skills that I could on that stage.
Look
I
at you,
tumble.
girl.
I tumble downstairs.
I do that too.
Wet spots.
I tumble for
I do
you.
plenty of that as well.
I tumbled for you.
I
Yeah.
tumble for
Boy, I
you.
tell you. Oh, you know what? I almost got distracted. I've got
He's
to
not
try
gonna
this
share that
cobbler.
apple pop.
No, he's not. He's
Do
rude.
you want to try this, Rachel? Okay, Rachel.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel, you go right
Rachel.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
don't eat
we didn't twirl the
cheesecake,
twans.
but
Well,
A dance. So, do you want to get out here and do a routine real quick with me?
Gosh, no.
That
I've
is
only
so
had
good.
2 Moscow mules, so the
I was
answer
about
would
to
be
say,
no.
let me finish my margarita, then I'll
That
consider
is
it.
fantastic.
Dan,
Is
stop
that
it.
All right, I want some.
By the way, did you say
Very
margarita? Is that your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Here, it's bourbon and barley's. That's America's favorite mixed drink. You know that?
No, I did not. Today
Margarita.
is National Cocktail Day. Did y'all know that?
I did not. How fitting.
Thank you.
That is ridiculously good, isn't it, Rachel?
It is. That is delicious.
Man, where'd that come from?
Chuck.
Chuck who? From heaven?
Chris.
The midget? What? I mean, what?
Oh, here we go.
Whoever bought that, thank you very much. So, here at Bourbon and Barley's, as we get set,
It's just kind of sprinkling right now outside a little
It
bit.
is.
What do you think, Dan?
yeah, it's well weather. And Larry, if you want to
This place is
update
filling
it,
up.
I don't know if we've had any updates, but it's a tornado watch in effect for our listening area until midnight. So keep that in mind. And there's these storms. It's termed a maturing squall line. And that's what's headed this way. And I'm going to check the Doppler weather radar here in just a moment and see exactly where that maturing squall line is. So just keep that in
maturing
mind.
Squall line.
Yeah.
There's surely a joke
because
there somewhere.
I do not want to go home. So I'm thinking about just putting a helmet on, sitting around here.
The Alabama game has started, right? There's San Diego State versus Alabama.
Yes, Alabama 7 and San Diego State 6 as they're just underway.
They
First
just got
half of the NCAA. The big dance, Sweet 16. Tennessee was a heartbreaking loss last night. Did you watch that, Casey?
I did not watch it last night.
I actually watched a little bit of it.
I was
Which is shocking.
I was
I know,
preoccupied a little bit. But and by the way, Dan, I will say I apologize for just a few minutes ago with the microphone. the phone rang, and it was my friend, the Tiny Terror Blix.
No way.
It was the midget.
You're making that up.
And he really, really, really wants to talk to you.
Oh, I want to talk to him, too.
Hey,
Look,
Larry.
I really want to talk to him.
Hey, you can call in here if you'd like, 731-265-6496.
He's
Larry, keep an eye on that phone line, would you? Because we're still getting texts saying he's not answering the phone.
Well, he said he wanted to call today, but he's in St. Petersburg, Florida, in the middle of getting ready for a show, and he said very soon we're going to call, and he's going to call, and
He needs to come into the studio when he's in town next time.
I don't know if you want him in the studio.
He's got a bad attitude.
He does have a bad attitude.
Oh, no,
They
no.
call him the Tiny Terror for a reason.
Oh, like a little Tasmanian devil
What is
coming?
his name?
His name is Blix. The Tiny Terror Blix.
No, I'm not talking about his stripper name. What's his real name?
Well, that's his wrestling name. It's the Tiny Terror Blix, and he is 38 inches tall.
We're Americans. How many feet is that? We don't know what that means.
That's 3 feet 2 inches tall.
He's eating every bit of that apple cobbler, y'all. Look at that. Danny Reeves
Yeah, he didn't
is being
share.
a little
Not a
piggy
bit.
over here.
Didn't share. Not
Little
a bit.
piggy.
Actually, I did share with Rachel.
Oh, with Rachel.
Because, Rachel's not
With
aggressive
Rachel.
and pushy.
And
He shared with
like
Rachel.
you. Yeah, there you go.
That's fantastic.
He's eating the whole thing. I think he's going to lick the bowl here shortly
It's
with
a
the
great
apple
idea.
cobbler.
As soon as I finish it, I'm going to take this skillet. Never mind.
Don't you even say such a thing to me.
Larry, what's the latest there, big guy, as far as the weather goes? I mean, it's starting to rain again, isn't it, Gina?
Yeah, the sun went away. It's starting to sprinkle.
There
And,
are no updates at this particular moment.
Thank you, Larry. That was our local on 8.
That helped a lot.
I think we interrupted him. There's a hurricane slamming in. He said, there's no updates at this particular moment.
There have been no
Oh,
updates.
wait a minute. There's another flying cow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that don't look really. It's that maturing squall line is maturing.
Is it headed our way, Dan?
I'm afraid so, yes. It stretches.
What does the radar say? Like, what time should we?
Radar says, get out of here now.
Oh.
No, it's,
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding. It's but it stretches all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico around Beaumont, Texas. And from there all the way up just to the west of Memphis.
Holy cow, it's
And-
huge.
And then up into Illinois, or Missouri, Illinois, all the way up into the Great Lakes. This is a mammoth system. And we talked about it earlier. This is what produced all that crazy weather out in California.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tornado in Los Angeles, right?
Yes. Tornado in Los Angeles. Think about that for a moment. That doesn't happen. It never rains in Southern California, but it pours, man, it pours.
It's going to pour later tonight here.
I'd like to talk with some
West
people
Tennessee.
with some culture, please.
Why are you in West Tennessee? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's right.
I'm
The
kidding.
culture war is over. Culture lost. KC will not go to see a symphony play unless there's fireworks involved. You know,
Absolutely. You're right.
I mean, it's,
Why?
at least he knows what he likes.
Yeah.
Like the Pops concert they do. It's fabulous.
At least at the end of the thing, you get something to watch.
Oh, do you go to the Starlight Symphony when they shoot off the cannons?
Yeah,
do you do
of
that?
course.
I love that, yeah. But I do like to go just to the symphony.
He's never heard the Starlight Symphony.
The Starlight
Get real.
Symphony? Do you go?
Can
It's
you
usually
imagine him
in
sitting down
August.
talking shop with Peter Shannon? Give me a break.
Don't bring up midget if you do, okay? I'm just asking
He's
you
a
one
wrestling
person
promoter.
to another.
He's a wrestling. Those worlds never collide. Wrestling promoter and Peter Shannon.
You never know.
Actually, that is not true. And you should check into Dutch Mantel, because Dutch Mantel and Jeff Jarrett are in the Smithsonian for wrestling during a symphony.
Now that's some high class entertainment right there, buddy.
Where Dutch Mantel's from, a high school band's considered a symphony orchestra.
They videotaped the whole thing, and it's in the, I believe, it's Smithsonian is what he said.
Really?
Really?
The only wrestling thing in the Smithsonian.
That is on my
I
bucket
love
list. I
wrestling.
want to go to the Smithsonian. I understand you should plan several days because there's several museums.
Have you spent much time in D.C.?
I've spent a small amount of time, and I did not get to go to the Smithsonian, that whole complex, and I really do want to go. We went to the White House, the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Monument.
Julie, how about you? Have you, Chris, ever traveled up to Washington, D.C.?
Never been to Washington, D.C.
Oh, you really ought to go. Yeah, how about you?
Have not. Been to Baltimore, but didn't make it all the way over to D.C.
Yeah, it's Chris has been there, I know that. But Arlington is, you ought to see that, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and how when they do the shift change, what do they call it? That is really cool, absolutely. There's an official name to that. They don't call it a shift change, but it's changing of the guard. Yes, it's just a wonderful thing. And the John F. Kennedy's, JFK's grave,
The Eternal Flame.
Yeah. And stand there at Arlington, which is just gorgeous, rolling hills and kind of looking down on D.C. And, of course, no building by ordinance taller than the Washington. I'm sorry, I'm trying to finish your sentence.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to affirm no building taller than the Washington Monument, which is actually a testament to man's preoccupation with size.
You know,
I have a preoccupation with size as well. I buy things for different reasons. And
that may play into that.
I really think it did, actually, the city planners.
What was I'm going to have to read that again. And what was the reason they decided to? Nothing's taller than the Washington monuments. Do you recall?
I do not.
You have no. You know what the Washington Monument is?
I know what the Washington Monument is.
All right.
I'm sure
he said, "Wait a minute, is Jerry Lawler wrestle there?"
Look, I went to Peabody. I know you went to Milan, so I know that I know things you don't know.
I mean, it does look a little phallus, though.
It's exactly what it is.
That's a good way to get hit in the face with a skillet.
What, calling something phallus?
Huh?
Oh, you're talking to him.
I'm finished talking to him. I promise you. Go ahead, Julie.
No, when you said that's a good way to get hit in the face with the skillet, I thought you were talking to me because I said the Washington Monument looks phallus.
It's a giant
No, Julie, I would never talk to you
And I
like
was
that.
about to be like, well, you feeling froggy? Dan, jump. We can finish this.
Way to go, Casey. She's mad at me, and I was talking to you.
Things have taken a turn here.
I was just going to say, you threatened to hit me in the face with a skillet. That ain't the first time I've been hit in the face with something.
I tell you, you know what? I'm going to try to eat this and relax.
He's eaten all the
Y'all are
apple
making me
cobbler.
nervous.
It's all gone. He
Rude.
ate every bit of it.
Every bit.
Well, they
all the-
brought it.
For just you or for the whole table?
The whole table. There are 3 spoons
Oh,
in
don't.
there. No, now it's gone. You want some, Julie?
My blood sugar.
Here, Julie, want
My
some?
blood sugar's through the roof.
I bet.
If that dog was here, it'd be queuing on me.
It is hot.
He ate all the
So
apple
packed in
cobbler.
here and
He
so
didn't
loud
share. He didn't
that I'm
share
almost
it all.
overwhelmed.
Isn't it great? The atmosphere in here is just marvelous.
It's great in here unless you're wearing a microphone.
Let me give you.
And it's picking up all the noise around you, and they're like yelling in your ear.
That's the ambiance of it, though.
I
right?
think you
It's
turned
just-
my
this is the
volume
place.
up really high or something.
How about that? Is
Okay.
that better?
Hallelujah.
Did you say hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I felt like everybody in here was yelling at me. I heard everything every table was saying. I was going into sensory overload.
That's really
Have
interesting.
you seen?
What was that table over there talking
Have
about?
you seen? What was it?
Want to know what we were
Elvin
doing?
Almighty. What was it? Elvin the Jim
Bruce
Carrey.
Almighty?
Bruce Almighty. When he could hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say Evan Almighty?
There was an Evan Almighty.
I was mixing.
Who was that?
Metaphors.
That was,
A wrestler?
No.
He said,
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Is he okay? He's okay.
I
That
thought the
little boy
midget
fell.
had come in here.
That little boy fell down.
I'm sorry. I just.
What happened?
That child.
He just tripped.
He fell
that
out-
little
he-
boy.
Oh, he thought. Oh, is he okay?
Yeah,
Is he
I
okay?
think so. I mean, he landed on all this cushion over here on me, so I think
God
he'll be okay.
That's, folks, I know you can't see that. And Larry, you no need to drive in here, Larry. Everything's okay. Chris, Julie's husband, fell out of his seat.
One too many Moscow mules.
Chris,
When that happens.
Chris is one of the nicest people I know. He really is.
Well, actually, Chris didn't fall out of the chair. Gina knocked him out of the chair.
I did not.
With that
Look,
skillet.
With that skillet.
yeah, oh my God, turning on me like rabid dogs.
Where's the dump button?
Yeah, Larry said, hey, where's the 3-hour dump button? No, it's so 5:56 here in the program. We're out of time. And Larry, will you update everyone on the weather? I'm gonna break it down here at Bourbon and Barley's, and I'll head back to and join you in the Weather Center. We may be there for quite some time tonight.
You got your cot over in the corner?
This is supposed to go on for a while tonight, isn't it?
So 12 midnight.
I thought it was till 3 a.m.
That's what I thought too, till 3 a.m.
That's going to confuse everybody. It's till 12 midnight. That was the latest. Don't argue with me.
Okay, apple cobbler.
Look, no, it's because his name's on the show, and he gets like that joy. It's like all about the Dan Reeves show. No, seriously, that's what's going on here, right here.
It's not true at all. It just came from the National Weather Service. I didn't say this. Breaking from the Dan Reeves Weather Service. It's a National Weather Service as we continue to follow yet another developing weather situation. And the latest model, Gina, that I'm showing here, the rain's really going to pick up around 8 o'clock tonight. And
people are just streaming right into Bourbon and Barley's this evening. This place is packed.
They said the tornado's coming. They're going with some bourbon.
Did you remember that great commercial from a few years ago? It was Elvis Presley's, what was the name of that song? It kind of had that Spanish twist to it. It's now or never. It's now or never in the...
It sounds Spanish to me. Sounds real Spanish.
Well, no, the music was...
Margarita.
It's now or never. You know that song?
It's more
a
little calypso.
Will you get me somebody in here with some culture?
Are you talking about Halsey, Now or Never?
What is that genre?
She's talking about Elvis. Now or Never. The song Now or Never.
It was a
classic.
It was a tequila commercial. And this young, good-looking couple were doing a really great version of this salsa. And the entire bar was being blown away around them as a tornado was coming in. They hit the jukebox and were dancing away to It's Now or Never. I thought that was a great commercial. So, Gina, if it gets more serious,
we're gonna start
I think we
dancing.
hit the jukebox and It's Now or Never.
Oh, there's the Hawaii 5-0 music.
I'm holding me tight.
Again.
I know.
We're out of time
How
here.
about a little less conversation, a little more action, please? That's an Elvis song.
Yes.
Which has nothing to do with what I just said. And Logan, thank you, Logan. And
Logan's over
Julie,
us.
if you talk to him, right, we might get some more treats here. That's right.
I've done it once, so you can have them and
We'll
not
keep the
share them.
headsets on. He'll still think we're on the air.
You don't share, and you don't order for the other people around you. So
Don't be selfish,
I
Gina.
gotta go.
We are out of time. Thanks a lot.
We gotta go.
Thanks,
I had a
Suburban.
kid attack me tonight. I gotta go.
Stop talking about your husband.
Parachuted out of the sky.
That was
Thanks a lot. Larry,
Boing.
Larry, if you'll update the weather before you send it to the top hour news. Larry, thank you so much. Larry Newman, Great American, thank
love you, Larry.
And thanks for having us here at Bourbon and Barley's. This is a great place. We've had a blast, haven't we?
We have. I think me
100%.
and Gina have. I think you just had all the sugar.
I think you're a little
Casey had a good time.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
You mix in some sugar and Moscow Mule, you got a party.
You got a party. People are just streaming right into Bourbon and Barley's.
Thanks.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's just a great
This is where you
crowd,
wanna
folks.
be
Bourbon
tonight.
and Barley's, we're on Union University Drive right across the street from Union University, the Starbucks in front of Union. For Julie Holt, for Gina Langley, for Casey Gold, for Chris Holt, for Rachel and Jake Morford. It's Morford, right? Because I keep wanting to call you Fried Rich. And,
You've lost your identity, Jake. It's Morford.
now, your dad told me, you spell it, just think of it as Fried Rich. I said, and that's all for us. Thank you, Larry.
Look, he didn't think that was funny. He's like, what?
He's not
This
laughing.
is pardon me. This is WBFG, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson. Larry, take it away there in the Weather Center. Thank you, Larry.
All right. And I am here in the Weather Center. We still have tornado watches till midnight. The rain should really pick up around 8 p.m. Is when they're calling for it. It has been raining a little bit, but I think
News
the
this
heavy
hour from
stuff
townhall.com.
is going to come in. So we'll just have to wait and see. Just get somewhere where you're safe. Stay away from open windows, and be careful. And we will see you Monday here at 96.5 News Talk, West Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond,